What's good? What's good? What's good, fans? Thank you guys for tuning in to the Voice of the Fans podcast. I have no sound machine to play with tonight. I'm on location in the Pacific Northwest. Boy, this time difference, bro. I ain't caught up yet. I haven't backed up yet. I guess it is. I need to back up 2 hours. Well, because I get an early start, and 7 o'clock rolls around a little bit quicker. Than 9 p.m. on Central Standard Time. Come on, so I'll have to ask you about the weather today. I can tell you what the weather is up here in the Northwest. Warm. Hey, you guys like having me up here because I brought the warmth, brought the heat. Supposed to get a little warmer tomorrow. Cleveland, how you doing? How's your summer ending?
In dramatic fashion, it had been very, moderate, and then all of a sudden, these last couple of days, it's kicked up a few degrees. I hear it's supposed to be somewhere between 87 and 90 tomorrow. So we'll see.
Hovered around, yeah, okay. So are you gonna be able to make it? You and Coco gonna survive up there in the third floor over there?
There was a conversation about packing up all the air conditioning units, and hey, we had to put it on hold for a minute.
Okay. Fans, again, thank you guys for joining us. Week 307 of the Voice of the Fans podcast. This is also going to be our NFL pick segment. Now, interesting enough, fans, I have a file. I personally have a file that dates back to, I think, 2013, maybe 2014. What up, though? What up, though? Good evening.
Okay.
Cleveland with his exquisite Google Sheet skills somehow deletes the file, fans. And I'm not sure how to take this. I have a file now that has 1 week on it. Now that doesn't include all of my history of wins
Oh,
and,
I
and
have
the
I
history
have that one. I have that one handy.
of
Send it.
fans. I don't have that one
I'll come
currently.
up with the totals and the tallies, and we'll have that ready for you next week.
Yeah,
Just because Cam is talking so crazy.
yeah, MJ. I don't know what happened to the file, man. I don't know it just. I had a historical data bank now, and all of a sudden I got 1 week now. I find that pretty peculiar, fans. So I don't have that to show you. It's a new season that starts. I can't even go back to show you what happened last year because, interestingly enough, somehow those files have disappeared.
Well, that's in the past, but I will dig that up for you again. No problem. No problem.
No exaggeration. That's facts. Again, if I had the file, I could show you historical data, MJ. But historical data has, conveniently, you share. Once you let go of the files, you don't have control of them anymore. You know how that goes. Once you let go of the files and you give somebody access, all of a sudden, new history is made, and that's what we're dealing with here.
Wow.
That's what we're dealing with here. But it's
Are
okay.
these tampering allegations that you're bringing up, Cameron? Or
I'm just saying new history has been established somehow, and you know, on this new Google Sheets doc.
maybe to add a new column every episode going forward, just to see, just to let the people know exactly where we are.
Well, no, once again, fans, my file was pretty descript. Weekly wins, yearly wins, and it was ongoing. We can look close the tab and look back year over year, but somehow once I relinquish control of the file, all of a sudden the data is kind of murky. All of a sudden, in fact, well, there's no data. There's not even murky. There's no data. It's been deleted, and I just find that rather peculiar, fans. That's the only point I'm making. Again, I'm not placing blame on anybody. I just want to establish once I let go of the file, all of a sudden the data don't look the same. In fact, there's no data. It's just the data has been deleted. So I just find that peculiar. But we start the season anew this week. Here we start our predictions, our NFL predictions on a brand new NFL season, and then we can see how things go from here on. Fans. But I want to thank you for again participating in the Voice of the Fans podcast. Oh, did I not pay the bill? I mean, pay the bill. What are you talking about? Huh? What are you talking about? What bill? When you win, you receive gifts when you win. Um, Nonetheless, fans, we're gonna talk. So we're gonna get into the NFL predictions. We're gonna talk about some couple in the NBA stories, off season stories. Cleveland. One thing I forgot to check, in all honesty, one thing I forgot to check is, do we have a minute this week? I didn't. Let me see. I mean, I don't want
You
to
know,
blindside anybody, but I just want to say real quickly.
no, there's no reason to have one. No.
Oh, the Mariners minute we have dispersed with the American. The Mariners minute is over with so far. We went several weeks with Mariners minute to my surprise. We went a little longer than, but now here we are in September, crunch time for Major League Baseball, and there will be no Mariners minute, but we do have a conversation about the greatest baseball player we have seen and what he's doing this year. We do have a conversation about that. That can't be ignored. And then obviously we're going to get into this weekend history, fans. So let's get the show started, Cleveland. You ready?
Ready to go.
Cleveland, when you think of the number 4, with it being September 4th, 2024, and week 307 of the Voice of the Fans podcast, when you think of the number 4, Cleveland, who wore that number best? Who wore that number best, or who comes to your mind first?
You know, Cam, ironically, I'm going to have to go with Brett Favre on both accounts.
Brett Favre, yeah, that's the name I have here as well. And Cleveland, this might be a little tougher. When you think of the number 7, who comes to your mind first, or who wore that jersey number the best?
You know, Mike Vick probably comes to mind first, and I'm probably going to say John Elway wore it the best.
Ding, 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 ding. On both accounts, that's what I have here as well. That's both guys come to my mind first, and Mike Vick. I think John Elway wore it better than Mike Vick. He's actually the first one to come to my mind, but you can't have to include the Mike Vick experience. I mean, that was a whole thing, right? That was a whole show and everything else on and off the field. The Mike Vick experience is something that you can't be replicated. I don't know if many people want to replicate it, but it can't be forgotten about. Cleveland. Now I told you Trent Williams was going to resign. I think I had that last week. I told you just throw him a few more coins. I put a little more M&Ms on the contract. Trent Williams was going to resign with the Niners. He was going to be there. I tried to assure you guys of that last week, but you and Mr. Fox Sports NFL writer Eric Williams want to slow down my confidence in that pick. Well, what's your thoughts on Trent Williams re-signing with the Niners and just in time to get a few practices in before their game 1 of the season against your Jets?
Yeah, wise decision. Why not make tens of millions of dollars doing what you're really, really good at, and stop haggling over a few nickels here or there. So he's back with the squad. Congratulations, they can go full steam ahead.
How does this change your game plan? You and Robert Saleh. How does this change your game plan, if at all?
Oh, immensely. I mean, if Trent Williams, I mean, you know what? Actually, not at all, because we were always planning as if Trent Williams was going to be there.
Okay.
If he wasn't, then whoever was going to be in his place was just going to get annihilated. But they were playing as if Trent was going to be there, and now it's official.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. And we'll get to your thoughts of what's going to happen in that game soon enough. Now, Jamar Chase finally suits up. Again, I had this one. I expected this to happen a little bit sooner, honestly. But Jamar Chase suits up for his first practice with the Bengals. And how do you see this situation play out? Do you see he's been in practice, it's kind of hold-in situation, but now he's finally running routes. He's finally catching the ball. Is there going to be any fallout from his lack of practice participation with the Cincinnati Bengals to start the season?
First thing you think about when players of that caliber miss that much of training camp is soft tissue injuries, hamstrings and calves. are kind of the first ones that kind of, don't develop the same way, getting ready in preparation for an NFL season without those practices. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, I don't know if does anyone say that he was going to be there week one, because he certainly hasn't said that just yet.
I mean, what you think we're gonna put you in uniform and have you stand on the sideline next to the coach? Is that the anticipation?
No, he may have decided that he didn't get what he desired from the sit in, and is just going to have to show the Bengals what his true value really truly actually is. That's still a negotiation tactic at his disposal. We'll see if he uses it.
I don't think he's gonna deploy that specific tactic to prove his viability. I think they truly know who he is and what he's capable of. If I'm not mistaken, he does have a year on his contract. He was trying to get.
He has 2 years on his contract.
So he was trying to get paid a little earlier than most guys. My man, suit up and show your worth. You got 2 years to get done. If they didn't sign T. Higgins and they had a tag T. Higgins, do you think they're gonna pay you earlier, Mr. Chase? I'm not sure how you gain that perception, Mr. Chase. I'm not sure where that logic falls through. Can you help? Are you talking to him? Are you talking to Cleveland Steel and Associates on your compensation rights? Is that who you're going to?
Oh yeah, we most definitely have chatted about this via text and other social media outlets. Yeah, I mean, when you're the best, and cats are making $18 to $25 million more a season than you, yeah, that's just egregious. And some type of stand-in has to be implemented. Some type of protest. That's just not right.
So you don't think he plays without an adjustment of his contract?
I just said it's not guaranteed. I mean, didn't the coach say that earlier, and how'd that go?
Well, the coach kind of, the coach was been going on previous conversations that they had last year or last preseason.
Watch this.
And the coach, the coach wasn't up on the current mindset, and it kind of shame on the coach for not, clearly he wasn't having those conversations. But Jamar Chase, get in the camp, man. Put on your uniform.
Yeah, I hear you, Cam. For selfish reasons. For selfish reasons, you're saying all of this.
Well, are they going to have a season? They're not likely to have a season where you have another number one playing next to you. You're not likely to have that season, because more than likely, if they decide to pay you $30 million, the $30 million per season that they're asking for, they're not going to be able to pay the guy on the other field or the other side of the field.
Why do you want Jamar Chase to be worried about the guy on the other side next to him?
Because that's kind of how things go.
Market rate is $35 million for the best receiver in the league.
It is. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. However, again, just understand this: it makes simple logic.
No.
The Cleveland Steel.
Nobody wants to understand that. You think about everybody else. Think about everybody. No.
The Cleveland School of what are we talking about? Negotiation for these things don't equal up, fans, because if you hold out, just to tell me this, we know how good you are. We understand how good you are. You're the number one receiver in the squad. We get that. I get that 100%.
I'm a squad in the league.
Okay, in the league. I mean, that's arguably number one receiver in the league. Fair enough. We'll give you that title. Let's just say you are the number one receiver in the league. Okay. Let's just say that. And you have another legitimate top 10 to 15 receiver on your side of on the other side of the field playing against you now. Now this makes the team just more is indefensible because you are one of the few teams that have these two top 10 quality receivers on both sides of the field.
Yeah, Cameron, that's not Jamar Chase's concern.
When are you going to have this again? When are you going to have this again?
Absolutely not.
What do you mean that's not his concern?
That's his concern. Why should he take $10 to $15 million less because there's another cool dude on the other side of the field now?
Because he's under contract.
No.
That's why. Because you're under contract.
Okay, well, hey, man. Huff and puff and, poke your chest out all you like, but it's still Jamar Chase. And you see what the top receivers are getting paid.
Okay. Does any of those? Let's just go down the list.
In what world do you take $20 million less?
No, it's not take. It's not where you're accepting that, sir. You are under contract.
Okay.
You are under contract, sir.
Well, you get on that Jerry Jones, James Bond boat and sail off, man. Jamar's not practicing.
He's finally suited up.
I'm not 100% sure he's really gonna suit up on Sunday, and neither are they.
Well, it'd be really interesting. I just want to know the guys that you are comparing your contract to. How many of those guys that you're comparing your contract to have another number one guy next to him?
Man, I'm not trying to hear all that, man. And
you don't want to answer the question.
Why to the other side of the field? Like,
I'm sorry?
Who cares?
Who cares? That changes things for the way that you're being played.
Doesn't change things for the way I'm getting paid because I'm the best.
That changes things from the defenses that you're seeing. The ability for you to put up eye-popping numbers are changed now.
Give me my $35 million and stop playing around.
So let's make it through the season, bro. And can we have this conversation next season? Can we focus on the Super Bowl? Can we focus on the Super Bowl championship?
You're trying to do that DeMarco Murray thing.
No.
Just show that you're durable. Just show that you can get carries. Just show that you can lead the league.
No, it's a little different than DeMarco. DeMarco actually earned his money.
Too many carries.
No.
Too much wear and tear on you. Now we can't pay you.
That's a situation a little slightly different. They're those different. I'm not Cleveland. This is where fans, bear with me. But this is where the education.
Get all tight and chintzy with billionaires' money, and nobody wants to hear that.
Cleveland, I have to explain.
Top receivers in the league get $35 million, and you're paying me $12, and I'm the best. That don't work. What kind of math is that? It's $20 million less a year. And careers are short.
My man, you're in your third year, going on your fourth year, Cleveland.
And I'm the best in the league. 7-Eleven, I'm open all day, every day.
Do you think some of that is because you have T. Higgins on the other side next to you? Are you willing to acknowledge that?
No, I think it's 100% because I'm Jamar Chase and what it is that I'm able to do.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so then in that situation, then if you were in say Arizona or you were with the Tennessee Titans, your production would be the same. Is that what you want the fans to believe? Or if you ended up in Jacksonville, the production would be no different. Is that what I'm understanding?
Other teams have a much greater opportunity of doing things vertical down the field because I'm there.
My goodness gracious. Well, we want to see you suited up. We love to see number one out there.
Okay. I'd love to be out there. He loves football. He'd love to be out there.
Does he?
He absolutely does.
Hold on.
He doesn't love football, Cam, because he won't play for $20 million less than everybody else. That means he doesn't love football.
Because he's not willing to honor his contract that he signed just 3 years ago.
Okay. Contract honoring guy. Okay.
My goodness, man.
Okay, Goodell Jr., I hear you.
I mean, wow. Maybe he need maybe Joe Burrow need to be show his side of Russell Wilson and have a little sit down with them and let Joe Burrow explain to him how
Those
beneficial
guys
he
don't
is.
need to sit down. Those guys have known each other since they were teenagers. They talk and chat all the time. They're close. They've been through a whole bunch of stuff together.
Russell being named captain. How do you see this going for the Steelers, or was this inevitable?
It
The
wasn't.
veteran
It
quarterback.
was inevitable. Russell's a great leader. Leads by example and also vocally. So yeah, there's probably no one else in that locker room that has that same skill set.
Um, so Patrick Surtain signs the 4 year 96 mil. You know why he's able to do that? Why the Denver Broncos are able to do that with no question?
Why is that?
Because they're playing their quarterback on a rookie contract. They just drafted. What, is the quarterback making the $7.50 an hour? Yeah, Jamar Chase, he's bananas right now, but I don't think he's making the best decision for the team right now. I need him. I need Jamar suited up for Sunday night. Because they're paying your guy Bo Nix. So now they have money to throw around, and so they throw Patrick Surtain, who's obviously deserving of the new deal, nearly 25 mil per. Yeah, obviously he's deserving of the contract, but they're able to do that because they're on a rookie contract. Do you know that? Do you know that Jamar Chase also plays with one of the top three highest paid quarterbacks in the league? Are you familiar with that guy?
Do you understand that person
Eminem Joe.
that you're just talking about makes twice as much money as Jamar Chase for chasing Jamar Chase types around? Jamar's not in the wrong here. I don't care what you say. I mean, you can be all Scrooge McDuck out there, counting your little, wooden nickels if you want to. But these are billionaires and they have plenty of money.
You're not wrong in what you're saying, but he is under contract, and
I know you can keep saying that. So was Trent Williams. So was Brandon Ayuk. So was Justin Jefferson. So was CeeDee Lamb. They were all under contract. Dak Prescott's still under contract. So what? Does that not mean that you're not grossly underpaid? You're just not going to do something for $20 million less than somebody if you're the best at what it is that you do.
So after talking to Cleveland Steer and Associates, he's not suiting up all season. Is this what I'm hearing from you?
I mean, again,
because as long as it takes the Bengals to come up off of 30-year per for the next 5 years.
He's proven his point. He's not going to take any unnecessary risks out there.
So Cleveland still
may or may not be there week one. It just depends on kind of how he feels about it. I'm sure, it's they're tugging at his heartstrings and, for the love of the team, the love of the game and all that. And, you're a multimillionaire. And, okay. So, I mean, that may sway him. I can't say.
How do you feel about this, Mr. MJ? Are you a team player, or are you saying he should hold out for a top dollar and not honor the contract? How do you think that should go? What's your thoughts on this? And I see you got the Steelers. You think they don't miss the playoffs? We're going to get to that later, but how do you feel about? How do you guys feel? Get in the chat. How do you guys feel about this contract?
Before he got his contract either.
What's that?
So I don't remember Tua Tagovailoa practicing before he got his contract either.
Again, he's on the final year of his deal. He's on the final year of his deal. He's a quarterback, not the receiver. The receiver got paid. If you remember what I heard hearing me, I don't think the receiver. One of those are on the blocks. I mean, again, I wrote an extensive article about one of those guys.
Tyreek Hill had to do his thing to, had to start huffing and puffing as well to get his money.
Hey, and he couldn't get so loud because he was on the trade block. Like we were on the phone with Tyreek, like checking out other options.
No, you were not.
We were at
you absolutely were not.
I called San Diego, or I called San Francisco. Excuse me. I want to know what Brandy Ayuka was
No,
talking
you
about.
didn't. No, you didn't.
The Bengals running back. Who is the Bengals running back this year? Singletary, I believe. I believe they got Singletary who played for the
No, Secretary's with the Giants. They got Chase Brown and
Chase,
someone else is kind of so. It's a running back by committee since Mixon left.
yeah. Brown is a little guy, and they better not try to use him like they used Mixon, because they're going to be in trouble. Um, well, well, Dak. This is Dak's final year. Dallas don't do something. If Dallas don't do something with Dak, he's a free agent. Dak can go where he wants to go next year. They already tagged him. He's in his final year of his deal, so Dak is in prime position. He bet on himself one time by taking the deal. Um, he bet on himself one time, so now he just needs to play out the season, and he's going to be. Dak is hovering around that 60 mil per mark. Surprisingly, we'll see how that works out. Um, the fans. Now it's time for our predictions. Now it's time. Uh, hold out, huh? That's what MJ says. Hold out. Get what you're worth. I mean
Yeah.
that you impact the team when you hold out.
Oh, for
And
real?
yeah, yeah.
You impact yourself as well because you get the 20 million a year that everyone else is getting. You're not settling for 20 million less than everyone else.
Cleveland, help me out. I'm not sure what life is, how different life is with making 12 million per versus 32 per.
Cameron, let me help you out. It's way different.
I need the laugh track right now. I'm not sure. I mean, Cleveland, I
Cameron, let
might
me
be
help you
over.
out. It's way different. It's $20 million a year different.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah,
some of that's taxes, but come on, how different is life really?
it is. But
Ma-
yeah, it's way different.
making making 12 versus 32.
Yeah, it's way different.
Mm. So fans, let's jump in our predictions right now. As you know, just to recant our predictions for the East Division, and then we're going to get into our season long predictions, and then our final four for the year. AFC East. I have the Bills winning the AFC East. Cleveland has the Jets winning the AFC East. So again, I need my laugh track fans. I need my laugh track right now. The AFC West. We both have the Chiefs winning the AFC West. Now the AFC North. Now this was on. I was talking purely to Joe. I didn't even request a conversation with Chase because I figured Chase was going to wisely get into camp. But now that he's not in camp, my pick for them winning the AFC North. I mean, that might have to be adjusted, Cleveland. Um, Last week I had him winning the AFC North. Now that Jamar Chase may not participate in the season, or however, by talking to Cleveland Steel and Associates, he could be out 5 weeks. Um, I might have to adjust that pick, Cleveland. You're gonna have to give me some leniency on here until we
No,
actually see
it's
what
not
he's gonna do.
how it works, Cameron. You make your decisions, and then whatever happens, happens.
Well, I made my decision with the full roster. I mean, you can understand that
Well,
with
okay. Well,
everybody
do you know what
participating on the
Jamar Chase is
roster.
going to do?
I'm sorry,
Do you know what Jamar Chase is going to do?
I don't.
Okay, well, that's part of something you have to factor in then.
Oh, listen to him. Oh, now he wants to be all stern and hard. Um,
Well, according to you, he should just get his ass in camp
but yeah,
for the team.
and Emmitt Smith. See, there's value in playing people laugh at my montage. There's value in playing my montage, the fans. Emmitt Smith didn't hold out. No, he didn't hold
You're
out.
studying.
Do your homework, do your studies, and you'll find out Emmitt Smith did not hold out. There was value in that. That was an argument. And all jokes aside, that was an argument when And that was Emmitt Smith's response to me: do your homework, do your studies, and then you realize that Emmitt Smith did not hold out back in the day.
He did not have a contract, and they
Right.
would not give him a new one that he was deserving of.
He did not have a contract is enough that to answer that question right there, Cleveland. And so yeah, now um, the question that prompted that was Gordon. Uh, shoot, what's my man's name? Gordon was under contract and he was holding out for the Chargers, and that was
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon. That was a comparison. I was trying to make a comparison there when Emmitt Smith famously said, "Do your research and do your studies," because there was no comparison. But to this situation, Jamar Chase is under contract. Emmitt Smith was not under contract. Um, so I might have to. I have to change it. If he's not coming to practice, fans, you guys understand what I'm saying. If he chooses not to suit up because he's looking at his game day check versus looking at his teammates and how they helped him get here to this point, I'm gonna have to go with the Ravens in this division. So we got another couple days to see. I'll make my change, you know, once we see if he suits up or not. Um, the AFC South, even though Cleveland thinks that they were played over their skis last year, I think that division with the Jaguars, Titans, and Colts is so weak that if the Texans do not win this division, shame on C.J. Stroud and then all his apologists. So I have the Texans winning this division, and as does Cleveland still. And just to mention, the Cleveland does have the Ravens winning the AFC North as well. So I might have to change my pick again, just based on what they do. Um, Jamar Chase primarily what he does. Um, NFC East, I have the Eagles winning the division. It looks like Cleveland does now, unless he wants to change the pick. I have the Eagles winning this division. And the AFC West, 49ers win this division. Fairly simple. Um, I had this with or without Trent Williams, with or without Brandon Ayuk. 49ers win that division.
No, you did not, but that's fine.
I did. Right here, listed. 49ers win. Um, the NFC North, which I think is going to be the toughest division in football. The NFC North is going to, name me a tougher division, Cleveland. The Ravens, the Steelers, the Browns, the Bengals. I don't think they're tougher than the Packers, the Lions, the Bears. The Vikings is going to come in last, but I don't think they're the tougher division in football than the NFC North. And I have the Packers winning that division as well. The Lions coming up a short second. Cleveland has the Lions winning the division. Um, and the division that is comparably weak as the AFC South, the NFC South, with the Falcons, Buccaneers, Saints, and Panthers. I have the Falcons winning that weak division, kind of by default, and Cleveland does as well. Now, Cleveland, what are the playoff teams that you have? Do you want to go just the Final Four? Or do you want to announce your playoff teams that you have for each division?
Let's go Final Four, Cam.
What's the Final Four in the AFC? What is your Final Four, sir?
The Final Four AFC teams?
Yes.
The Ravens, the Chiefs, the Texans, and the Jets.
Ravens, Chiefs, Texans, and Jets. All right, fans, I'm noting this right here. Again, this is part of my archives that we create here. And this one here can't be deleted. Um, I have in this division, the Final Four in this division is the Chiefs, no doubt. I think the Bengals, I'm counting on Jamar being suited up and playing. I got the Bengals being in the final four of this division. Do the Texans get there? Um, I'm not. Do the Texans get there? I think the Ravens are going to be over the Texans, and I have the Bills, the Buffalo Bills. I think Josh Allen is going to have a better season than what's anticipated because it's kind of almost guilt, almost addition by subtraction with uh with your guy
So
Stephon Diggs
it's being
not
with
being
the
there.
Texans. Okay, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
He's going to force. He's going to force. That's going to force Josh Allen to see the field differently, not focus on one guy, to elevate the play of those young guys.
He was seeing the field before Stephon Diggs got there.
I'm sorry.
Remember how he was seeing the field before Stephon Diggs got there? It was kind of blurry.
Good one, kind of blurry. But he was once Stephon Diggs was there. What for 3 years? He'd been targeting one player. Now, as his game has grown up, now he's able.
He targeted some other players,
We'll see. We'll see. Um. Uh-oh. Look. Uh-oh. Seahawks upsetting the Niners. I mean, who's the quarterback for the Seahawks? Cleveland. Who's the quarterback for the Seahawks?
Number 7.
What's his name?
It's just number 7 for right now.
Oh, for right now, that can change. He can earn the name on his jersey during the season. He at some point he can earn the stitches on his stitches on his jersey. Huh? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm saying we're just going to start with 7 for now.
Oh boy,
Quarterback's number is number 7.
oh, ain't that something else? Roger still. I mean, yeah, no argument there. But look, don't tell Cleveland that. Cleveland got Aaron Rodgers winning MVP, don't you?
Quite possibly. I mean, comeback player of the year without question.
Comeback player of the year. Come on. Um, tell him.
No,
Who
that's actually not what we're doing, MJ. We're running the grub offense. And if we had a legit quarterback running the grub offense, this is a Super Bowl caliber team, like you're saying. With that number 7, we'll just have to see if he can learn and adapt on the fly. Apply some.
He don't want to give number 7 no love whatsoever. That's amazing. No love for that dude. So who's your Super Bowl winner? Are you ready to announce your Super Bowl winner, Cleveland?
I thought we were doing the Final Four in the NFC.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right. Who's your Final Four in the NFC?
I have the 49ers.
Oh, do you? Who's their quarterback, Cleveland?
The 49ers.
Who's their quarterback? Do you know who their quarterback is?
The Bears, the Lions, and the Eagles.
Will you tell me who the 49ers quarterback is? I'm not sure if some of the fans may not know.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Oh, wow. He hasn't outplayed that moniker yet?
I don't. Did you see any rings on his fingers, Mr. Irrelevant?
Oh, ain't that nothing? So he has to have a ring before he outplays the Mr. Irrelevant moniker. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, what? How low can you go, man? Gee whiz. But it shows you have some faith in them. You picking the Niners to be the Final Four in the NFC. Lions, Bears. We're just gonna gloss over the Bears pick, okay? We're just gonna gloss right over that one. The Lions and the Eagles. Interesting. The 40 who I have is obviously the 49ers, without question. The 49ers. They're a legit Super Bowl contender. So yes, they're gonna be in the Final Four. My Final Four. The Eagles are going to be. They're winning the division, and they will be there. The Packers. I got the Packers being in the Final Four without question, and I think 2 teams from the NFC North are going to be in the division. Again, I mentioned that was the toughest division in football, so I got the Lions and the Packers being in the Final Four. Lions, Packers, Eagles, and 49ers, Cleveland. So you got it 3/4 right of the four teams that make it to the Final Four. You got one hopeful team in there. Um, you got to see the. Um, you should, you should, you should. I mean, come on, you should blame him. Um, you got to see the Eagles' offense. What do you need to see? The Eagles' offense has been efficient the last 2 years. Now they're just going to get better. They're going to get better with Saquon Barkley back there. I mean, I'm not sure what more you want to see out of there, out of that situation. Um, Fans, whose Final Four do you agree with more? Fans, hit us up in the chat. In the AFC, I have the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Bills in the AFC, the Final Four in the AFC. Cleveland has the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Texans, and the Jets. Um, who, whose Final Four do you agree with more? Let us know in the chat. In the NFC, fans, I have the 49ers, the Eagles, the Packers, and the Lions. Cleveland has three of those same teams. The 49ers, Bears, the Lions, and the Eagles. So we differ there on the Packers. I mean, come on. The Packers are not going to have a better season than the Bears. I need my laugh track right here. Ha, 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 ha. That's, that's hysterical right there. I mean, you're going with a rookie over a 5-year veteran now. You saw what he was able to do last year. Um, so that's going to be interesting. We need the graphic. You need the graphic. I'll put it in the graphic for you next season or next week. I mean, I could show you this. I'll show you this since you want to see it. So the fans are asking for the graphic, Cleveland. So I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them what we got here. Here we go. Share screen, Windows, boom. Can you see this?
There we go.
There you go. So, and what I'm also going to do for you, just because I want you guys to see this, I'm gonna put in a little ticker for you, uh, so you guys can see this as well. See, fans, you ask and you shall receive. I want to hook you guys up, and I want to keep you guys. I want to keep you guys up to date on what's going on. Unlike somebody that'll just delete the whole file there, and we don't know what the heck is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that looks extraordinary. Mm-hmm.
oh, did I get it all?
Oh yeah. I just love looking at it. It's brilliant. My picks are great.
AFC Final Four, and you're gonna see mine first, and then I'll show Cleveland's here here momentarily. But here are mine on the ticket.
It's there for the world to see. You had Chiefs, Bengals, Ravens, Bills. I got Ravens, Chiefs, Texans, Jets. Yeah.
Copy. I'm adding the banner, so you guys should see that on the banner there. Add banner. Scroll across the bottom.
I mean, the Bengals are certainly a threat if they pay Jamar what he's worth.
And then I'm gonna put up Cleveland's AFC Final Four. The Ravens, Chiefs. You really think the Jets is doing something, man? How can you? I mean, what's your logic? To let the fans know your logic there.
Sure. Incredible defense. Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, Brees Hall at running back, Eric Wilson at receiver. Improved offensive line.
Who's the quarterback there?
The greatest passer in the history of the game.
Oh my goodness, the greatest passer in the history of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a mouthful there.
Not really.
That's a whole mouthful there. I don't know why this is taking. Um, I don't know why this ain't working. Okay, can you see this? The
Got it.
AFC is does this help you out?
Yeah, I don't know why yours is so much larger, but that's fine.
I mean,
It makes no difference. I mean, just because you make it bigger and bolder doesn't make it more accurate. So yeah, it's fine.
um, well, those are that's our picks. You guys see them right there in action there. And then I will do this as well for the NFC. Um, add the banner for the NFC. Hold on, I got to.
Yeah. All my picks are correct. Yeah.
I mean, that's what you pick, but are they accurate? I mean, I don't. Are they accurate? How do you have to explain how the Texans going to be there um, over the Ravens or the Bills?
Buffalo Bills, because they're better than the Buffalo Bills,
You sure
and
about that?
I'm 100% sure they're better than Buffalo Bills. And the Bengals, that's probably their biggest threat. And
Mm.
the way you're talking, Jamar Chase may or may not, may not be there.
No, I said he should be there.
I mean, should be there, but that means he would have to play under extenuating circumstances like getting paid $20 million less than everybody else for doing the same thing, actually, and better than everybody else.
He said and better than everybody else. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Hmm. All right, fans. Excuse me. I'm just trying to post this right up now. So this guy. I mean, so we can have this charted, and again, fans, you guys see it today on September 4th, and these can't change. Mine won't change, but you'll notice throughout the year some of his information will change, which will be again once again interesting. You know how it kind of changes at his whim. Uh, but mine will be what it is, fans. So there you go. Houston is loaded. You think? Should I put futures on these? Yeah, you should on mine anyway. You should put futures on mine because I'm not so sure about what Cleveland is doing over there. Because you see, my picks are solid. They make sense. They're legit. Cleveland over there is based on hope and some other stuff. Uh, but Houston is all right. I mean, can they duplicate the lucky season that they've had? The last year that they had, can they duplicate that? Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Um, but we should have these running across the bottom of the screen now. So I'm gonna take this off. Remove. We should have these running across the bottom. Let me go back to the banners. Those look like your picks.
Yep.
You happy with that? And then here's my NFC picks. I mean, you guys can see and you guys can tell the difference. One's more educated than the other. One more legit and it makes more sense than the other. You guys can just see the logic. You guys just see. You can simply see the logic when you look at my picks, right, fans? Admit it's okay to admit it. It's okay to admit it. You guys are just the logic is being that you can just see the logic, and I feel you. You can just see the logic right there. It makes sense. Just to kind of keep you guys with us. Um, lucky season. Yeah, the Texans. Come on, man. They were beating up a bunch of cream puffs last season in that division. I mean, they got 6 easy wins playing their division. The division is 6 easy wins. Uh, and then you got to catch the world by storm. Cleveland himself would tell you they overplayed. They were a little over their skis. Cleveland, if you get him with some truth serum, a little 305 in him, You get them with an 805 in them. Excuse me. You get them with a blue moon. He'll tell you that they were played over their skis. Now, will he admit that live on air? That's yet to be seen. But he'll tell you personally that they're a little over their skis. Keep Cleveland. Are you ready to tell the fans the truth there?
Well, Cam, I'm willing to go a step further with my Super Bowl predictions. Mm-hmm. I'll wait till the Super Bowl predictions to unveil that.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to. The fans are eager to hear this concept here, and then now would be multitasking. The fans are eager to hear your thoughts because I'm eager to hear your thoughts on the Super Bowl prediction. And please don't tell me. I mean, I can't let you. In all fairness, I can't let you predict the Texans to go to the Super Bowl. Like, I can't do that, man. And I'll have to save you from yourself. And a lot of times, good friends kind of save them from. And I just can't, in all conscience, let you go out. Now I know how it would benefit me and how it would just elevate my understanding of the game, and set me apart. But I just can't let you do it because it'll ruin the show if I let you go ahead and pick the Texans as a Super Bowl contender. You understand what I'm saying? So for that reason, I'm gonna have to again, if you make some crazy prediction like that, I'm gonna have to kind of save you from yourself in that situation.
Well, Cam, I'll let you go first with your Super Bowl prediction, and then I'll just come back with mine. Who you got going?
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, fans. Shit. Damn it. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm sorry, fans. I'm sorry, fans. This is about to be a really busy show for you. But who I have hope going to the Super Bowl? Oh my goodness gracious. Go ahead and let the people know who you got going to the Super Bowl, Cleveland, so I can come and let me get this thing straight.
Oh, Cam, I'm just gonna come off the top rope, man. Macho Man Randy Savage style, and it's gonna be my my quarterback from last year and my quarterback from this year playing in the Super Bowl. We're gonna have Chicago and Houston. There it is.
Now, fans, you see what I'm saying? This is exactly, um, why you have to look out for your friends, um, because come on, Cleveland, you going with a rookie quarterback making the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Fans, is this the person you guys want to trust for real? For honestly,
jump on a Great Space Coaster, man. It's gonna be a fun ride. Houston and Chicago. Yeah. I know fans are thinking Kansas City or Baltimore. Nah. I know fans are thinking San Francisco or Philly. Nah.
where's my laugh track? Where is my laugh track, fans? Gee whiz!
I'm just laying it out there. We're gonna ride with that.
That's what you're hoping for, Houston and Chicago. No, that's silly, MJ. That's as silly as what it is. That's silly. They're not even the best team in their division, and they're not going to. Excuse me. They're not going to beat the Lions or the Packers in their division. And this dude got them going to the Super Bowl. That's absolutely.
It's gonna be a fun ride.
That's actually mind numbing. Um, the Super Bowl. We're looking at a three-peat, fans. This is the first time none of us have seen a team go back, win the Super Bowl 3 years in a row. That's actually what we're going to see. I wrote an article just last week, our best top storylines going into the season, and The Bears were on them. How does the rookie quarterback progress? How does the rookie quarterback would progress on a team that's and everybody kind of saw this coming. So they'll have a better season than anticipated, but we're looking at a three-peat, fans. I don't see how you had who did you have in the Super Bowl? You had the Bears and the Texans in the Super Bowl. How did the Texans um uh, beat out Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah,
When
more offensive weapons and a better defense. That's how they do that.
again, fans, you saw his picks earlier.
I mean, Rasheed Rice, Miko Hardman, and Hollywood Brown versus Diggs, Collins, and Dale, and Kincaid.
You left Xavier Worthy off there. You left Travis Kelsey out there.
Well, Xavier
Uh,
Worthy is a sprinter, and it's
oh,
gonna get
now
cold.
now he just downgraded him to a sprinter. And what'd you
It's gonna
say
get
is
cold.
gonna be?
It's gonna
It's
get
gonna
cold.
get cold. It's gonna get cold there. And can he handle the weather? Weather that he's never seen before.
I believe he's 155 pounds, bro.
I mean, I didn't say he's gonna be. He's taking over Travis Kelsey position. That's not what I said.
Okay, well, no,
Um,
I mean those September, October games, yeah, he'll be valuable, but it's gonna get cold.
um, um, wow. I, wow, these guys talking about shafting here, boy. I tell you, these guys is uh they gave me the worst of the bunch. Like man, how I ended up with the number 12 draft pick in the in the fantasy football. That was worse than the 10 I had the other night. Um, but we're gonna make it do what it do. We're gonna make it do what it do. Uh, so I'm about to get into this draft, fans, and they just gave me the number 12 draft pick. But no harm, no harm. Um, because when I had the number 10 draft pick in the Voice of the Fans fantasy football draft pick, Cleveland, what grade did I get? Do you recall?
No, I just know
Of course, he did. Of
the
course, he did.
the fiendish devilish moves that you pulled off, and I know what the other participants in the leagues are calling you now. Your name has changed. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Oh, my name is changed to champion. If they
No,
call me champion,
it's changed. It's changed to Petty Bittergrass. That's
and I bet you led the charge
Petty,
there.
Petty and Bitter.
I bet you led the charge
And
there, right?
fans, unfortunately, that is the last time. This is the last year I will divulge any type of information whatsoever during the preseason. That will never happen again.
Doing what? Doing
Yes,
what
yeah.
are you talking about?
I'm drafting. I'm gonna tell you Megatron and Terrell Davis. That's what I'm gonna tell you next time.
What are you talking about? We're talking.
I'm so
We were
sorry.
educating.
What was
We
your
were
comment?
educating them. We
Ken,
were
what was your
educating the fans.
comment during the draft? Sometimes the best offense is playing good defense. So I'm gonna take Roman D. Don't even like Rome. Don't even know where Rome went to college. I mean, think Rome is just a possession, 8 yards and turn around type receiver. Don't even know nothing about the dude.
I mean, I just had to kind of. I was looking at the best options available, and
No. You
just
said
so
it, fans. All you gotta do is pull up the tape.
just
Like
just happened to be the
commercial where you throw the flag. Like, let's pull up the tape. All you gotta do is pull up the tape.
with the insurance commercial. Oh, look at you.
Just pull up the tape, and it'll say like, sometimes the best offense is good defense.
Well, I mean,
nothing about
it was a little payback from before. Now, don't act like it was no payback.
What was it? Were you holding grudges about this? about this fancy.
Oh, now are we old grudges? Listen to
You
him.
hold grudges about what?
Listen to him. Listen to him. I just act like he didn't do anything like the other
I
swords before
did nothing of the sort.
in previous draft picks. Oh, so you wanted Gibbs. You wanted Gibbs all along.
I did want Jameer.
Gibbs was your guy all along. Never
Yeah.
heard of the kid because he went to a certain school that you don't even. I mean, you can't even locate it on the map. So this is going to be interesting, fans, for the next few minutes because I just got my goodness. I don't know how. My goodness, that ain't even fair, really. But nonetheless, it is what it is, and we have to live and make do. But did I give you my Super Bowl pick? Yeah, I told you it's going to be who.
You said Mahomes is going to be there. You didn't say who the NFC representative was going to be.
Oh, it's going to be it's going to be. Do I really have to say it?
You
Brock
really
Purdy. Brock Purdy will be in his third NFC championship again. He's going to be in the second back-to-back Super Bowl championship or Super Bowl game, and so I wonder will that he's going to lose to Patrick Mahomes. But now is he going to get labeled a loser? Is he going to be labeled? Can you call him an NFC champion now? Can you call him a champion because he has two out of three NFC titles now, or is he still going to be Mr. Irrelevant? Brock Purdy is going to lead the San Francisco 49ers.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Shame on you.
And maybe they'll sign Dak Prescott and get a real quarterback over there after that.
Maybe they'll sign a real quarterback. Is that what you just said?
So maybe they'll sign Dak Prescott and get a real quarterback over there. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious! Backup running backs Austin Eckler and James. That's who your squad is.
Between those two, I would probably go. Okay, I like the starters are pretty solid.
Yeah, and who's his quarterback? See.
Yeah, and Brock Purdy's a great fantasy quarterback.
Oh my goodness gracious!
He's great for fantasy because what does he do, Cam? He can throw like a 2-yard screen that'll turn into like a 98-yard touchdown, then you get all the points.
I cannot believe this dude here. Cannot believe you.
He shovel pass to Christian McCaffrey, who might run for 75, and he gets a 75. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Irrelevant's in a great situation over there. And then with all that other, stuff going on, he can, throw it over the middle of the tight end, Kittle. Throw it to, toss sweep to Debo, And if it's a forward toss sweep, you know what I'm saying? Like when he comes across the formation, he throws it forward to him and he keeps going. Well, it's a pass.
The disrespect, fans. The disrespect is of a guy who's been consistently a consistent winner. Like the disrespect for a guy is unbelievable. All right, Cleveland. I got AJ Brown. Do I go Puka Nacua or do I go Gibbs?
Oh well, if you're staying true to yourself, where you're going to go with it.
Yeah, but I already did that. Do I mix it up? I mean, Marv is right there too. Puka.
I've heard that technique where you go with just the two best receivers that are left.
Yeah, but then I don't get it back. I'm not going to get it back for a while.
So if you're 24 picks away, I mean,
there's more receivers than backs.
If you're the best, I mean, if you get Maserati, Marv, and AJ, I mean, that's pretty solid.
Is he going to do that this year with the shortstop throwing to him?
No, I mean, I believe you said he was the best receiver coming out of the draft. So
is Puka though? Puka is on a resurgent here.
Okay, well, decisions to be made. I mean, the conservative approach would be Jameer. The thinking out the box would be Marv.
I don't know. Puka, I believe more in Stafford getting the ball to Puka than the shortstop getting it to Marvin.
Okay.
Although Marvin might be better, I'm going with Puka.
Okay.
I'm going with Puka. Fan, I see Cleveland's going to be no help in this draft. He doesn't want to have in a draft that he's not even competing with. He don't want even help in the draft
I
that
say, I say, I said,
he's
go with,
not even.
I said, conservative approach. Go with Jameer. If you're thinking out the box, go with Marv. You didn't either. So it's not like you're listening to me.
Do receptions count in the league? Yes, receptions count. But again, I trust. I have more faith in Stafford getting the ball to Puka than Kyler getting to Marv. Marv should have a decent year, but I just have more faith in what you call it. So I had to go with Puka and Stafford. But man, there won't be no running backs, fans. My running back core is gonna stink. I'm gonna be on the draft market, and these Latinos don't be drafting, or I'm gonna be on the trade market. These Latinos don't be trading. They will not be helping a brother out. That's for sure. Um, I'm just pissed. I got end up with the 12th.
Well, you can always go with Zamir White.
From Tampa Bay.
No, for the Raiders.
You think he's gonna be any good?
I mean, we'll see.
Let's see how you doing. See how you see
Chuba,
fans.
Hubbard.
Cleveland's not even participating in this draft, and he's trying to throw me in the mud already.
Chuba Hubbard might still be available for you.
See how you do, fan. You see,
Chuba Hubbard
with friends like these,
he's been consistent. He's been a consistent producer.
I have, in all seriousness, I have tried to pick up Chuba in a couple rounds, like midway through the season.
Mm-hmm.
In all seriousness, he's been good enough to pick up. But you guys see how with friends like these, yeah, my running back squad is gonna be yuck.
Devin Singletary is going to get a bulk of the carries up there in New York. So think about that. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he'll still be available, Devin Singletary.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be trash. I'm looking at this. It's gonna be trash. All right, fans. Let's see where we at. Where we at, fans? We predicted our Super Bowl winners. Now, you want to go MVP, Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year? I'll tell you mine right now since I got a break. MVP is Patrick Mahomes. Well, I'm projecting a three-peat, fans. So, Patrick Mahomes is going to be my MVP. My Rookie of the Year, surprise, Jaden Daniels from the Washington Commanders. Offensive Player of the Year is once again Patrick Mahomes. Defensive Player of the Year, for the your boy Tomlin, he talking about somebody a new deal. He's gonna owe TJ Watt a new house. TJ Watt is gonna keep the Pittsburgh Steelers relevant this season, and I think he's gonna play into his Defensive Player of the Year position. What do you have? What's your postseason awards, Cleveland?
MVP, we're going to go with Christian Jackson McCaffrey.
Really?
Let's see here. What was it? Rookie of the Year. I'm already collecting some ribs on that. That's going to be Caleb Williams. Defensive Player of the Year. That's going to be Myles Garrett. And what was the other category?
Offensive Player of the Year. So you said you said MVP is going to be. Who's the MVP?
Christian McCaffrey.
Okay. A Rookie of the Year.
That's Caleb Williams.
And we have ribs on that one, right?
We do. And you got Jaden. Thank goodness. Ribs are secure.
No, it's not who picked the right pick. It's does Caleb Williams win the Rookie of the Year? That's our bet.
Yeah.
So So you gave me the field.
Yeah,
Who's your offensive player of the year?
it was again be Christian McCaffrey.
C Mac. Okay. And the defensive player of the year is
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett. Didn't he win it last year?
I think he got snubbed. Did he not?
And who's your coach of the year? I think with them winning a three-peat, they're gonna have no choice but to give it to Andy Reid. Like he's gonna have to get it right. With because I mean, you didn't even have the. Did you have the Chiefs in your Final Four?
Yeah.
You had them in your Final Four, but you have the Texans. You had the Texans go and the Ravens in the Super Bowl. You had the Texans and who? And the Texans and
Bears.
Come on, please, on. Really?
Yeah.
So did that mean Everflus is going to be the coach of the year?
Correct.
What, do you even know where the? You don't even heard of this guy before this year. Cleveland. Okay, so now going down the list, here's our picks for this year. Man, I'm this ticks me off, man. This really ticks me off. I'm really ticked off with this number 12 pick. Yeah, I'm really ticked off by that.
I mean, really, true GMs love that position because then they can go back to back and really dictate what happens in the draft going forward. But front runners don't particularly care for that spot.
This I don't like the number 12 pick, fans. What do you guys think about this? Yeah, I don't like this. I don't know how to I mean, again, I was number 10. I was number 10 and pulled off I got a good grade on my draft for the Voice of the Fans pick, but this Latino League, boy, these guys is cutthroat here, and my goodness, I don't appreciate this at all whatsoever. Let's see who was picked. I'm ticked off. I don't know what to say. I'm ticked off, and I'd be cussing. I'd be cussing them out on in a text thread if I wasn't doing the show. I'd be cussing them out right now, fans. Just so you guys know, because I'm not feeling this at whatsoever. I'm looking at every running back. Okay, coming around, I knew the running backs were going to be gone. Everybody I want to take is out of there. All the guys I put the star by is out. Like my running back is going to be trash.
Is Cordero Patterson available?
That's where I'm limited to. James Conner, Ramondre Stevenson, Najee Harris, Javonte Williams. These are guys.
Wait, hold up. I thought Najee was your guy.
Who?
Najee Harris.
Oh, stop it. He was when he came out and he proved that he was suspect.
Oh, you guys are done? Yeah. Now he's just a Bama back, huh?
I mean,
now he's just a Bama back.
No.
See, when I said that, oh man, you're being too hard on it. Now you're just a Bama back. Mm-hmm.
Guys, I'm telling you how, man, fellas. All right, let me not even pay attention to what's going on here. Yes, it's PPR league. It's PPR league. Yes.
Is Brian Robinson Jr. available?
Oh, see, he got jokes. See, you see.
What?
Trying to confide in your friends, man.
Is Brian Robinson Jr. available?
I don't even know. Brian Robinson Jr. He is available.
Might suck with that.
You see, your friends
Is Blake Corum available?
your friends just love to
Is Blake
just take
Corum
shots.
available?
You see, you see how he's doing, fans. Oh my goodness, he just love to take shots at you
Blake Corum. I mean,
and love the misery when you're misery
won a national championship last year.
when you're miserable. I
Zach
mean,
Charbonnet. Is Zach Charbonnet in there?
see how you doing when you're miserable. How come the ones closer to you just love to grovel and enjoy your misery, fans? What is it about that?
I'm trying to help you out. You're the one. You're the one.
By mentioning Ramonde Peterson, is
I,
that's how you try to help me out?
I said Cordarrelle Patterson.
Or
You say Ramon J. Stevenson. I'm trying to help you out. Cordarrelle Patterson, Brian Robinson Jr., Blake Corum,
come on,
Zach Charbonnet. Those are some options for you.
cut it out, man. Cut it out.
Miles Sanders.
Joe Mixon, James Cook, Rashad White, Kenneth Walker the third. Kenneth Walker might be my pick right here.
Oh my God! What are you complaining about?
I'm gonna have to do Kenneth Walker and
Kenneth
turn
Walker,
around.
Kenneth Walker and James Cook. Your backfield is set for the whole season.
James Cook, you think James Cook is making that much noise?
1,200.
James Cook over Aaron Jones?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see if he's still there. I'll be happy with Walker though. The problem is Walker don't get in the end zone. I think I might have to go Aaron Jones. Fans, what you think? Aaron Jones, James Cook, or Kenneth Walker? Who should I take? And I'm picking in 5 picks. Well, Cooks just went. Cook just got picked, I think.
Because that league is
Oh no. No,
it's
Cook is still available. Fans, what do you guys think? James Cook, Kenneth Walker the third, or Aaron Jones? Hurry up, fans! I need your feedback. I see you guys in the chat. Who do you guys think I should pick in this fantasy? It's a PPR league. Who do you guys think I should pick? James Cook, Kenneth Walker the third, or Aaron Jones? James Cook, Senate, Kenneth Walker, James. Uh, yeah, I like Kenneth Walker. Um, so I got back to back picks. So let's see if they stay this way. I mean, I'll be happy. I have to go running back because if I don't go running back here, like there'll be some receivers out there that I can hope on having a decent season. I have to go receiver and quarterback next round because I know there's going to be a run at quarterbacks. Packers running back, but he's always hurt. Who are you talking about? Josh Jacobs?
Well, I mean, who are these other players or these other GMs coveting? Maybe you can do that offense by defense thing again.
Cleveland is salty. Yeah. Cleveland is salty about that.
Block their progress. People they're familiar with.
Cleveland is salty.
I'm sure they've talked to you about who's are some of the players that they're looking forward to.
You want to trade? You want to make a trade proposal for Dunze? I mean, since you're so hurt about it, he could be had now. I think he's on my bench. Okay, so my running backs are still available. James Cook, Rashid Rice, Kenneth Walker, Rashad White, Kenneth Walker the third. Aaron Jones is down there as well. So James Cook, Kenneth Walker the third. That's my backfield. That's my starting backfield.
You can do far worse.
I mean, I'm in a bad situation already. I'm next. So one of them is going to be there. One of them is going to be there. The next player in the queue. Let me see how far are these players away from like Brandon Ayuk is still available. Waddle is still available. Mahomes is still available. James Cook is not far there, but I got to get it back. I already got a receiver. Mike Evans is right there. I got to get it back. It's way too early for Lamar or Patrick Mahomes. Way too early for one of those guys. I mean, I doubt they'll be around. I doubt they'll be around. So let me see. It's on me. Going to my running backs. James Cook right there. Kenneth Walker the third. So here we go, James. I like Kenneth Walker, so I'm gonna go Kenneth Walker right here. I like Kenneth Walker better, so I'm going Kenneth Walker, and, and then I'm going James Cook. James Cook or Patrick Mahomes, Cleveland? What you think? What you think? James Cook or Patrick Mahomes? That's where I'm at right now.
I mean, you want to talk about the 3P and the MVP and all that. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't go get him.
I mean, right here, I mean, it'd be the fourth round. I'm not going to get a quarterback at this caliber. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get a quarterback at
If you don't get Mahomes now, it's going to be gone.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
If you don't get James Cook now, it's going to be gone.
I got Cook. Or no, okay, no, excuse me. I didn't get Cook. But I think there's there's Aaron Jones could possibly be there. Aaron Jones could possibly be there because he's way down the list. But yeah, Cook is going to be gone in the next few picks. Waddle's going to be gone. I got to go Patrick. I'm thinking Patrick right here. I'm not high on the Patrick pick right here, but if I don't get him now, I'm not going to have a high level quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I'll be stuck with Caleb. I'll be stuck with Caleb again. I'm going high level quarterback right here. Cleveland, help me out. What you guys think? I got 30 seconds. What you guys think?
I already said, man. You asked me my opinion, and then you don't take my opinion. You don't take my advice. I already said you should take Mahomes.
I'm going Patrick right here with the fourth round. First, in the fourth round, I'm going Patrick Mahomes. Done dealing. Okay, so I got Patrick. I got Mahomes, Aaron Brown, Puka, Kenneth Walker the third, and I'm just crossing my fingers now. I got to get a running back next round. Cook is obviously going to be gone. Aaron Jones, will Aaron Jones stick around? If I don't get Aaron Jones, boy, whoo. All right, fan. Thanks for listening to me and talking it through me on this drag. Cleveland really ain't no help. He want to see me fail, and he's mad. You know what? Right now, Cleveland, before we go any further, let me put this in the queue right now. Let me put him in the queue to see if where he is. Caleb Williams, and then I'm putting him in the queue, Cleveland. I'm putting him in the queue right now. Odunze, where is he? Rome. Putting them in the queue to see where they are, Cleveland. So I got them queued up. I got those two guys queued up. Now let me go to all players. I got Montgomery. You like Montgomery? Kamara. I'm not feeling his ceiling. Surprisingly, Mostert is still there. Everybody's on A-Chain. A-Chain's back.
Yeah, Mostert wants to surpass his touchdown total from last year. I mean, there's no reason to think that he won't. It's healthy.
Corm is there, and then I got to put this dude on here too. What's my man? Geez, I'm having a brain fart. What's my man in Cleveland?
Chubb.
Chubb. I gotta put him on there too. I'm gonna have to take a flyer on him because I'm not so confident in my backfield. So I'm gonna have to take a flyer on him at some point. So I got a quarterback, got wide receivers. I might have to get a wide receiver next round. My tight ends. Let me check my tight ends. Fans, thanks again for hanging with me, man. I know this ain't the the uplifting conversations that you guys like to have. But help me talk me through my fantasy football draft. I'm targeting. I'm putting in the queue Trey McBride, Mark Anthony, Dalton Kincaid, or Mark Andrews, Dalton Kincaid. Why is everybody on Evan Ingram though this season? You hear a lot of talk about him.
Lots of targets, lots of catches.
I mean, but it hasn't old boy been underperforming, if you will.
No, he has the most targets and catches of any tight end in the league.
Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
So what do you think about how confident are you in Dalton Schultz?
A lot of other people getting the Brock. I don't know how often he's going to get it. He's certainly not a primary or even a secondary or even a third option at this point. He's kind of like a safety valve.
But those safety valves get open a lot, right?
Sure.
But your guy likes to just go deep. He don't see the whole field.
Nope, he throws it all over the place. He throws every route.
Oh, this guy. Listen to him. Listen to him. Cleveland don't miss a beat when you talk about CJ. He will not miss a beat. He's ready. He's equipped to give no CJ slander whatsoever. Side note, fans. I don't know how often you guys come to the Northwest, but there's a few stops that you must make before we continue the show. There's a few stops you must make when you come to the Northwest, fans. I hit up Taco Time yesterday, so I got my crisp meat burrito, got that out the way. I have not been to the number one spot. It's typically my first stop. However, this travel is not so much of a leisure trip. My first stop is typically to the pier to get my clams and clam chowder and dump the clams in the clam chowder. I don't know, Cleveland, you ain't even on putting the clams in the clam chowder. You ain't even on that one from Ivers. But that's typically my first stop. So that's definitely on the books. Definitely on the books. But underrated, fans, and for those of you who've been to the Northwest, who've been around the Northwest, you guys understand what I'm talking. When you come to the Northwest, and I don't know what's so special about it here in the Northwest, but I've tried it other places, and it's not quite. It doesn't quite meet the mark. But the teriyaki here is just unbelievable. I've tried it, and it's just a simple dish. But in other places around the country, Cleveland, would you agree with me? It don't.
You know, Cam, I am not that adventurous to try teriyaki in Alabama, so that's that. I wouldn't even.
No, not even Alabama. In California, any sushi restaurant in California, it doesn't reach that level of here in the Northwest. It doesn't. I mean, it's different. I don't know what's going on in this in that little syrup they put on the food. It's different. But I had some good old teriyaki today, and oh my goodness, my mouth is still ringing. Like I didn't have enough of it. I didn't get enough of it. My mouth is still ringing. But would you agree with me, Cleveland? When you come to the Northwest, those are some things that those are some meals, some dishes that should be on your list. Like again, Taco Time is fast food, but the crisp meat burrito. I mean, I grew up on that thing right there. Again, I haven't been to Ivers. I got to get to Ivers.
I think the only thing you're leaving out is the deluxe fry and 2 tartars. You know,
well, I can't do the burger. But the old fashioned vanilla shake, and the fries and the 2 tartars. Dick's fries are the best in the world, without question. There's no. They're like the Michael Jordan of French fry is Dick's fries. Again, they're just some regular potato shredded fries, but there's something about they have that good mix of crispness on the outside, and they're still soft. The tartar sauce, I mean, the tartar sauce is, I mean, you can't walk away from Dick's counter without getting you 2 tartars. And when I came back and they charged me for the tartars, I was like, it blew me. I was like, oh, it makes sense. That was the one time I wasn't I wasn't upset with them. Usually I'm like, really tartar sauce? You charging me for it? But I'm like, yeah, okay, it makes sense. You guys finally caught on. You guys have finally caught on because the July yeah, see, we just talking about that. And Clint went with the
Damn,
chocolate mint
lazy
flake.
guy.
With
Ah,
He
he was
went real hometown on it. He
right
went real.
below. Say that. I'm not familiar with that combo.
Clint know about that one.
That one out.
Yeah, yeah, the tartar sauce with the fries with the tartar. That's it. Like now, it used to be one fry. Growing up, it was one fry and two tartars. Now it's two fries. And again, when they start charging me for the tartar sauce, when dude was like, "Yeah, that'll be a quarter," I was like, "Shit, man, here you go, man. Here you go." I wasn't even. I didn't even argue. I didn't,
Eat fries no tartar. I mean, that's not even a thing.
oh my, yeah, and the ice cream float, man. It's yeah. So Dick's Drive-In there, you guys, you got it all from Dick's Drive-In right there. But when you come to the Northwest, those are some dishes, some places you have to visit. I mean, where was I at? I got to think about this one. I got to think about this one, Cleveland. But when I want to, maybe it was Dallas. Maybe it was Dallas. I went somewhere and I heard somebody say Godfather's Pizza. I think it was, I want to say it was Dallas. I didn't go, but I did look it up on my phone to see how far it was away. Because Godfather's Pizza, bro.
wow.
I mean,
yeah.
That
combo was extraordinary.
I mean, jeez. Where was I when dude mentioned Godfather Pizza? But that was, I mean, she whiz. Like if when we were able to, Clint, you know about this, when you're able to catch the bus and go to Broadway and get you some Godfather's Pizza and then walk across the street to Arnold's, like that was a Friday night right there. That was a Friday night in the third grade, fourth grade. That, I mean, I don't know what more you could have done on Friday night to get you to Arnold's, some Arnold's pizza, and then walk across the street, literally across the street to Arnold's the arcade. Yeah, man, not not the same as God. Uh, yeah, I mean, Godfather, bro. Godfathers. There was nothing, bro. Yeah, you remember that? Yeah, exactly. I just mentioned that, bro. It was like, yeah, it was off the hook. It was off the hook, fans. All right, fans. So we got where am I at in my draft? Forgive me, fan. I know this is kind of a disjointed show here, but just trying to keep you guys entertained. We do have our pick segment coming up, Cleveland. I'm gonna hold off until I make my picks for us to talk about our NFL pick segment, if you would be so kind and just indulge me with. So who's left, Cleveland? I'm gonna indulge you guys with. So all of the tight ends are still there. All of the tight ends are still there. I wish I could see on here who was drafted. I can't. I'm having trouble identifying what players were actually drafted. Like I can't see. I can see my queue. I can see. I don't want to see my queue though. I know who's queued up. The chat. There's nobody in the chat. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Stephon Diggs, Anthony Richardson, C.J. Stroud was taken. The 47. Waddle was taken. Let's see who was the number one. I'll give you. I'm not gonna read everybody, but the number one pick of the draft, Cleveland. Who you think it was?
It was Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey, CeeDee Lamb, Brees Hall, Bijan was fourth, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Amon Ra, Justin Jefferson, Jonathan Taylor. I know he's the best back on a scrubby team with a not good quarterback, but I'm not feeling him, man. I was surprised when he had the great season he did 2 years ago. I was surprised then, and I'm not expecting it now. Derrick Henry went with the 10th pick. That was kind of surprising. Saquon Barkley with the 11th pick. Then I got AJ. I got Puka. After that went Garrett Wilson, Kyron Williams, Debo Samuels, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jameer Gibbs, Pacheco, A-Chain, Josh Jacobs, Drake London was high at the second draft. You're Bob Morales, you idiot. Um, Travis Etienne, Chris Olave, Travis Kelsey, Devontae, Nico Collins. Josh Allen did go in the 28th round, or the 28th pick. Sam Laporta, Cooper Cup. So okay, so I was the second one to. I was no. Jalen Hurts went with the 35 pick. Then I took. Um, Patrick Mahomes was the third quarterback to come off the list. So without even looking at their picks, I see Patrick was the third QB to come off the list. I mean, which he very well could have been the first. Um, I got Patrick with the 37th pick. James Cook went a couple picks after that. Lamar Jackson went 41. Brandon Ayuk went 42. Kyler Murray went 44. Jalen Waddle went 46. Rashad White went ahead of Jalen Waddle. CJ Stroud went 47. Anthony Richards went 49. Stephon went 48. Mike Evans went 50th. Alvin Kamara went 51st. Aaron Jones, that was another back I was considering. I thought he might hang around. I was thinking he might potentially hang around, but he didn't. He went 53rd. So mine is coming up. What running backs are still available for me that I have in the queue? Mostert, Zamir White, your guy, and Jonathan Williams. Like David Montgomery, you think he's gonna be valuable? I just see him more. Huh?
Who's Jonathan Williams?
Javonte Williams, excuse me, Denver running back.
Okay.
David Montgomery, you think he's gonna be more than a short yardage back?
I mean, he vultured quite a few touchdowns from Jameer last year.
I think he's gonna be kind of a short yardage dude, though. But he might be the best available for me right here. Mostert, I love to take Mostert, but that's a homer pick, and Mostert will probably break his shoulder blade if I took him. Zamir White, he's on the list. I think I'm going Montgomery though. Montgomery, I would if I can get Javonte, if he stayed there, I'd take him. I think I'll wait though. I'll wait to get a Spears, to get a Jerome Ford. I'll wait next round. Who should I be going after? I think I'm gonna get a tight end though right here. Dalton Kincaid, Pitt. I know you're not a fan of Pitts. You say Evan Ingram is a man, huh?
Target wise and reception wise, yes.
This isn't wins. Is he going to be better than Jake Ferguson though, or Dallas Goddard?
Everybody keeps talking about Jake Ferguson. I mean, we'll see, man.
I mean, what you call it? Uses tight end. Dak uses his tight end, but if Dalton Kincaid is still there, I'll go Dalton. I'll be happy with Kincaid if he's still there.
Okay.
I'll be happy with Kincaid. Kittles, I think Kittles might have kind of reached his peak. I think Kittles might have kind of reached his peak, fans. Thank you guys again for sticking with us. I don't have my sound bar. You guys see I'm on location. Give you guys a round of applause for hanging with us. But if you got some pick, you can't say Godfathers and not mention All You Can Eat Special. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I mean, Godfathers was killer.
And then Godfathers used to throw the dessert pie in there.
Godfathers was killer. You guys see everybody chiming in. Godfathers was killer, man. That Godfathers was killer. Yeah, I can't remember where I was, and somebody mentioned Godfather Pizza. I looked that shit up right then. I was like, where is this at? Okay, Rasheed Rice still available. Zay Flowers is still there. Zay Flowers is right there. Tank Dell's still there. T. Higgins is there.
Oh,
Oh,
the other number one on the other side of Jamar Chase. I mean, how could you not take that?
I mean, because I got
Yeah,
Puka
I mean,
and Brown.
he's the reason Jamar should be in camp right now.
I mean, come on, Cleveland. You joking? Zay Flowers is right there, and Jamar. I mean, T. Higgins is better than Jamar Chase, or excuse me, T. Higgins is better than Zay Flowers. Like, oh, how can I, man? What am I doing? Do I go running back? Do I skip on another? No, I need a second running back. Or do I wait till old boy come back around? Do I wait for because they're not gonna take they're not gonna take Andrew Chubb because he's injured. It's a 6th round. Oh boy, decisions. Cleveland, Zay Flowers or T Higgins. Tank Dell is there too.
Well, I mean, one of them is a true number one, and the other one is only the number one if the number one doesn't show up. So
Who, Tank Dell or Zay Flowers is the number 3, but he's gonna get some catches though. He's gonna get some targets.
Zay Flowers is at what?
He's the 3rd guy, isn't he?
Who's the first guy?
Your boy Perriman, or your boy. Who'd you pick? Who's your boy? Okay, so
No. Shad Bateman's not. Is
Bateman.
not. Yeah, he's not a one.
All right, so I went Zay Flowers. Okay, now my turn again. I gotta go running back. I gotta get these guys. They just don't move me like that. I'm not being moved by Ramondre Stevenson, Raheem Mostert, Zamir White. All right, I have to go tight end, man. I have to go get Dalton Kincaid. Oh no, this is way too early for Kincaid. So I'm back to my running back then. Um, sheesh, these options, boy. Whew, these options. So I'm looking at if I drafted Raheem Mostert, he's gonna get hurt in the first 2 weeks of the season. I didn't want to draft him. Zamir White. I mean, were you joking about Zamir White or?
He's supposed to get a bunch of carries, so
Yeah, who's because there's nobody there to carry the ball for him. Javante Williams. Fans, my running back, my second number 2 back is going to be shaky at best. All right, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to come back around and hope Ford is still there and Chubbs. That's gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go Ford and Chubbs. I'm gonna have to go Ford and Chubbs and hope they still there when they come back around because they way down on the list. Um, yeah, they way down on the list. Mostert, yeah. I don't want to do Mostert. I don't want to do Mostert. Um, I'm going Homer pick. I'm stuck with this. I don't like it, but I'm stuck with that. I think he's a better option than Williams or Zamir White. So, team right now, my fantasy team in this Latino league is Patrick Mahomes, AJ Brown, Puka Nakua, Kenneth Walker III, and Raheem Mostert. I decided to Zay Flowers as my flex. Uh, I decided to wait on my tight end. Um, yeah, I gotta wait. I gotta get. I'm unchecking. Uh, I'm holding out. I'm holding out for uh, Ford and Chubbs. Those are only 3 I'm accepting. I would take Austin Eckler. I'm gonna keep him checked. You know what? I would take Chase Brown too, but everybody else, I'm unchecking everybody else, fans. Um, running back core is shaky. I don't need a quarterback. I need a tight end. Everybody's right there still. Everybody's right there still. Okay, but I got to get a tight end next round. All right, fans. Thanks again for sticking with us through the show. Um, I'm taking suggestions for my fantasy football. For my fantasy football picks. You guys stink. I'm gonna talk some junk with these. You guys stink. Um, all right, fans. Cleveland, let's jump into our picks for this week. Our selection for this week. Thanks again, fans, for sticking with us. This is the first week of the NFL season. So week one, Cleveland fans, if you guys don't know, I'll put this up on the board for you guys to see. This is how we do our picks each and every year, each and every week from here through the end of the season. We'll be making our picks, and this is what our board looks like. Can you guys see that? Can you see that, Cleveland? You got it? Not yet.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here's our picks. Here's our picks up. All right. So um we do it. This is how we do it. We have our team, the spread, and then Cleveland makes his pick.
How he does it, fans, is that I usually end up doing my picks first,
Oh,
and then he just copies my homework, and he changes a few of the choices to make it look like he's not copying my homework. Like,
that's comical, man. That's comical. That's comical that he would say that. But here we go. So I got the Chiefs over the Ravens. Obviously, that's our first disagreement there. I got the Eagles over the Packers. We both got the Falcons over the Steelers. We both have Bills over the Cardinals. Bears over the Titans. I'm going with the Caleb in the Bears over the Titans. I got the Bengals. I got the Texans. I already got headphones, Mom. Thanks. I already got my headphones. Thank you. Um, he got the Dolphins over the Jaguars. Saints. I already got my headphones, Mom. Okay. Um, we got the Saints over the Saints over the Panthers. We both agree on the Vikings. So you know what? And I'm gonna tell Cleveland this. No, 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 no. Thank you. Okay. Um, we both. So what I do, just Cleveland doesn't know this, and he'll tell you something differently. When I do get
close my eyes. A black is out, so I can't see.
uh,
They all turn out the
so I actually do
same. A
go down
black
the
is out,
screen.
so I can't
I
see.
do go
Clean
down the
it up. I
screen
pick
and
them all.
I'll block out his picks.
No, he
So
doesn't,
so I'm
fans.
not
No,
I'm
he
not
doesn't,
influenced,
fans. No,
and
he
I just
doesn't,
go down.
fans. He just picks all the same games as me. He switches out like 2 or 3 games.
Oh my goodness, this guy here with this guy here. Nonetheless, we got the Niners. We both agreed the Niners. We both agreed the Rams. I got the Commanders over the Bucks. I'm expecting something out of Jalen this season. You're not. I got the Cowboys over the Browns. Why do you got the Browns over the Cowboys?
It's on the road. I don't really like how the Cowboys have kind of come together kind of late, and there's still like a lot of animosity over there. I don't know if they're really a complete team. They
Okay.
lost DQ. They lost Bland for 6 to 8 weeks. So not sure. Not
Okay.
sure.
I think they'll beat the Browns though. As we talked with Eric last week. The past performance is the best predictor of future performance, and unfortunately, I just don't see a turnaround for um, Deshaun Watson. As much as I hate to say that, I don't see a turnaround from him. So I think the Cowboys are going to be in position to get him. I got the Seahawks over the Broncos. The Broncos stink. Got the Chargers over the Raiders. I mean, they should be better. They should be better to good enough to beat Minshew and that whoever the other quarterback is. The Vikings over the Giants. I don't have any faith in either one of the quarterbacks playing in this game, but I got less faith in Daniel Jones. So I think the Vikings should be able to beat these guys. The Saints over the Panthers, kind of the similar situation. I think the Saints at home. The Panthers, I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers kind of surprise us in this. I think they're going to have a better season than most expect. And a lot of people are writing off Bryce Young. I think he's going to have a better. I expect him to have a better year than most people expect. However, the Saints at home, I'm not ready to say he's going to go on a roll and beat an NFL team on their home field. So I do have some faith in him, but I don't know that faith starts this week.
Well, that must not be too much faith. You said him going on the road team. On the road after games, bro. Damn. I know about going on the road and beating
I think he's gonna be better than most teams.
Backhanded compliment.
I think the Saints they have a veteran quarterback. They're good enough to win a couple games early. So that's kind of my reason for my prediction there. The Jaguars and the Dolphins. The Dolphins better beat the Jaguars at home. Yeah, that's enough said. I don't think I need to explain it anymore. The Dolphins better beat the Jaguars at home. The Texans and the Colts. The Colts stink. A lot of hope is going into Richardson. I don't see it. There's going to be a lot of talking about somebody who sit out for some more money. That's their running back for the Colts. He needs to sit down and talk to somebody.
He got his bread already. You got his bread.
He gonna need more money after this season.
That last year.
After the beating he takes this year, he's gonna need some more money. I got the Bengals of the Patriots. Come on, they're starting Drake May. The Bears and the Titans.
They're starting Jacoby Brissett. They're actually not starting Drake May.
Well, they should be starting Drake May. Drake May will be playing before Justin Fields will be playing this year. The Titans and the Bears, Mr. Magic Man, he better put on a show, right? No way he can let Will Levis beat him, right? No way that could possibly happen, correct?
I think I've made my statement pretty clear.
Mr. Magic Man, is that his name? Magic Man? Oh. Caleb Mr. Magic? What's his nickname?
His name is Caleb Williams.
Oh, okay. Everybody says he's supposed to be Mr. Magic, though. Cardinals over the Bills. I got the Bills over Cardinals. Bills, I got, the top team in the top 4 team in the AFC. So the Cardinals ain't ready for that competition. Falcons and the Steelers, talking about a must-not watch game. You guys don't have to watch that game. Don't even, when you go to your local Hooters, don't even ask them to turn the game on. Only if you're in Atlanta or Pittsburgh do you care to see that game. That's not a non-watch game there. Packers and Eagles. What do you guys think about? Are you happy? Are you looking forward to the Friday night game?
I think it's an odd day to have the game, so not just really. It kind of drags the football out for 4 days.
Yeah, it's going to drag it out. And then we got the Ravens Chiefs tomorrow. Are you excited for the Ravens Chiefs?
I'm interested. I kind of already know what's going to happen. So,
the Chiefs is going to win? Is that what you're saying?
No, Chiefs get off to slow starts, and it takes them at least half a season for their offense to get going. They don't really have, other than Mahomes and Kelsey, they don't really have effective skill players. So.
Oh my goodness gracious! You really are down on Hollywood Brown.
He's not playing.
He's not playing. He's out.
He's out.
Wow.
Yeah, and yes, I don't like Hollywood Brown.
But you was down on him anyway.
Yeah, but no, he's not playing.
Edwards-Helaire
is out.
Come on. Edwards ain't been a factor since week 1. Cut it out. Week one of his rookie year, that is.
Nico Hardman, Rashee Rice, and the sprinter.
Uh-oh. He said in the sprinter. He can't even get a name, a efficient name. There are some receivers left on the board. Wait till I make this pick, fans. Wait till I make this pick, fans. Ooh, ooh, it's gonna shock somebody. It's gonna shock somebody. It's gonna shock somebody. Brock Purdy is there still. Jaden Daniels is there still. Jared Goff is there still. But this pick is gonna turn some stomachs across the nation, even with people who not even in this fantasy football league right here. This next pick is gonna turn some stomachs. And then I'll get back to how we do the rest of our draft pick fans. I got my picks coming up right here in the segment. Thank you guys again for bearing with me. Thank you, Cleveland. I'll give you a shout out right now. I'll give you the clap if I can if I could right now, if I have my soundboard. I got my soundboard with me. So when we link up, man, we over the next couple of weeks we're gonna have to link up and do this show side by side, man, somehow. Because I got something for you as well, but I do have my soundboard with me. I'm just not able to kind of set it up. I'm on location, fans, so bear with me. But the show must go on. We must bring you these picks. And I got to get my fantasy draft done tonight, so that's why we're going longer. But I have, for my wide receivers fans, this is a PPR league. I have AJ Brown, Puka Nakua, Zay Flowers. And who is going to be my number 4 wide receiver, fans? Because my number 4 wide receiver is on the board. I got to get a wide receiver and a tight end right here in this draft. So Cleveland talking to me to death about Evan Ingram, who he's supposed to be. There's Jake Ferguson there. There's Dallas Goedert going to be there. There's Brock Bowers. Cleveland didn't like my Brock Bowers pick from a while ago. I don't necessarily like him as a starter, but coming off the bench, that wouldn't be a bad pick. So Evan Ingram, Jake Ferguson, Dallas Goedert. Nope, Cleveland, here it is. Who is going to be my 4th wide receiver, Cleveland? You want to take any guesses, Cleveland?
I have no guess.
Will it be Keenan Allen, Cleveland, the Hall of Famer? Will it be Jaden Reed, Cleveland? Will it be Jackson Smith and Jigba, Cleveland? Or will it be Roma Dunze, Cleveland? See, Cleveland don't even like the fact that I'm gonna put him on my team. I'm going with you, Rome. You're my dog, Rome. Roma Dunze. Cleveland don't even like that I put him on my squad right now. Cleveland don't even like
that's that petty bitter grass.
He's not even in the league, and you don't like that I put him on my squad.
You should change your team name to Petty Bitter Grass.
So I got my 4 wide receivers. So I'm actually cool with my wide receivers. AJ Brown, Puka Nakua, Zay Flowers, and Roma Dunze. That's actually not a bad, for drafting number 12, that's not a bad lineup right there. Now for my tight end, I don't have a tight end, so I got to go tight end. I don't have a tight end. Evan Ingram is there, Jake Ferguson, David Njoku, Dallas Goedert. This is kind of a tough pick. I think Evan Ingram is slated to get more targets. Dallas Goedert is expected to get more yards. Who's going to get? Ferguson is supposed to get more touchdowns, the most touchdowns. And this is a tough one. I mean, they're all about the same. What you think, Cleveland? I think I'm going Goddard. I'm going Goddard.
Offensive coordinator, so should be better.
Okay, these guys are still ranked. Their average draft position is 72. We're at 85. 72, 78, 93, 111 dollar gap. So I can come back around and get Goddard. Should I get Caleb right here? Should I get Caleb? No, I can't do Caleb. I gotta go Goddard. Drafting Goddard. Got him. I thought it crossed my mind to get Caleb right there, but I only need one quarterback.
All you need is the MVP. That's all you need.
All I need is one quarterback in this league here. All I need is one. Let's see what other wide receiver can I get though, just in case. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Xavier Worthy. I might spring for Xavier Worthy. He gonna be there. Um, Jamison Williams. There's that's the guy right there. That's the guy right there. If he breaks out like and becomes that explosive player everybody expects him to be, that's gonna be a great pick. You know, in round what are we round 9 now? That'll be a great pick. So I'm going Jamison Williams is going to be my next pick. Um, I have I don't get a kicker. I don't get a kicker till late. Too early for defense. Uh, yeah, I can make my kicker my last pick of the draft. Um, um, just yeah, all the defenses are still here. San Fran, Baltimore, the Jets. I would not ever take the Jets defense. Um, Pittsburgh, KC, Miami. Um, yeah, I would never take the Houston is even there. Okay, so that's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven defenses that I put in my queue. Um, what I need, I think I still need a running back, Cleveland. I'm not, my wide receiving core. I'm pretty happy with. I got Brown, Nakua, Zay Flowers, and the Dunze. If I got Williams, that would make five. That's pretty solid receiving core. Now, I think that's pretty solid. What you think? I need a back though. Um, I need a back. I'm gonna go get oh boy Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb. That'll be my second pick. So I get Williams and Chubb if they're still there when I come back around. That's gonna be my picks. Those are gonna be my picks. What you think, Cleveland?
That works out. The chubby guy should be okay after week 4.
Yeah, after week 4, after Mostert, I got Mostert and Kenneth Walker to get me to week 4. That'll be right about the time Kenneth Raheem Mostert goes down with an injury. That'll be right about that time. Um, and then if Williams blows up like people expecting him to do, like that'll be a good deal. All right, fans. Again, thank you guys for tuning into the Voice of the Fans podcast. This is I'm trying to get in my last fantasy football draft of the year. I'm on location, so I got a lot of moving things going on. Cleveland over there, being patiently waiting. Thank you for your patience, sir, as well. So now, listen, you guys have been looking at our picks throughout the year or throughout the week 1. Any things you disagree with from our pick segment? Because it is what it is. And so after we give ourselves on the right, you can see we give ourselves a point for every pick that we get correct, and then um, we'll get a point for every game that we get correct. Then what we do is also picks against the spread. Okay, so we take a game and a few games, 3 games that we pick the game against the spread. So when Cleveland thinks I'm looking at his homework, I can come in here and say, okay, Chicago Bears. I took Chicago -4 in their game against the Titans. Cleveland didn't have that. He's supposed to have all this confidence in Caleb Williams. He don't even take him against the Titans. So I got Caleb against the Titans. They need to win by 4. I got the Chargers -3.5 against the Raiders.
Yeah, it's really actually just 3. So
I'll put 3.5. Okay.
you can go ahead and just
Okay. Okay.
That's, yeah. At least if you're gonna copy my paper, at least copy it right. You can. Yeah.
Oh, look at you. And then I got Houston -3. So again, Cleveland, the Bears, and the Houston Texans, 2 teams. Cleveland have going to the Super Bowl. He don't even take them in week 1 against their confidence pick. I mean, what did that tell you guys, fans? What did that tell you? I think that speaks about his true confidence in them actually getting to the Super Bowl, doesn't it? So that's how we do that, and then we tally that up. We give so we'll have a number for the number of games we got right for the out of 16. Well, the number of games we got right against the spread, and then that'll give us an output, right? And then we just track this all the way throughout the season, and then if we look back at the years and previous, you can see I pretty much dominate these categories. And so we created a separate category. I don't have this up here. Shame on me for not having this on here. Let me see. Can I get to that file though? Do I have that file open? I don't have the file open, but shame on me for not having it on there. Again, I got a lot of moving parts. But we also have we take games. What is it, Cleveland? We take 5 games that we are most confident in, or confidence picks. We take 5 games. Let me see if I can pull this up for you guys, fans. Okay, so you guys can see how we do our pick segment throughout the year, right? And the one area that we choose that I didn't add on there, I neglected to add that on there. Let me see if I can go and pull this up. So I can stop sharing that. But to talk about our confidence picks real quick while I try to find this email.
So we pick 5 games and we rate them 1 through 5, 1 being the game that we feel confident about, but not as confident as the other 4, and 5 being the game that we are supremely confident about the outcome of that event. And then we tally up the points for that. And I also won that particular category of our Voice of the Fans picking segment last year. So
did you really?
I did.
Can you see this? All right, so here's what our confidence picks looks like. Can you see that, Cleveland? Is that clear?
Got it.
So we have this year, or this week anyway, Minnesota, I gave a 1 pick. Tampa Bay gave a 2 pick. Chicago gave 3 pick. The Chargers, I gave a 4. And the Bills, I gave a 5. And so, again, at best out of 15, we tally those up, and then we'll just kind of grade this out throughout the season. Cleveland is confident in the Dolphins winning, Bengals, Minnesota, the Chargers, and the Seahawks. And so we'll see how things shake out that year. Throughout the year, we'll just grade this, and then we have our sheet that just kind of goes throughout the whole season. And again, fans, what I was saying at the beginning of the show, like I had tabs in here that dated back to 2013, and they just conveniently disappeared. And I don't know. You make your own conclusion on that. Draw your own conclusion on that. But they just kind of conveniently disappeared, and I don't know what to say about that. He wants me to say it was no big deal, but when you have the history, I mean, and things just disappear. I mean, what are you supposed to think, fans? I don't know. I don't know where we go with that one. All right, Cleveland. So my turn is about to come up. Jameson Williams is still there. I said Jameson Williams, and then I said my running back, right? Let me see if Nick Chubb is still there. Oh, somebody took Chubbs. Somebody took Chubbs, little snake. Somebody took Chubbs right from out from underneath me. Chubbs is not there. Ooh. Little snakes. Let me see if I can see who took Chubbs. How far ago Chubbs got talked. Caleb just went with the last pick. Austin Eckler, Trey Benson, Blake Corum went. I had Blake Corum tagged, Jalen Warren tagged. Ferguson Moo took Chubb. Moo. So I still need another back, Cleveland. I still need another back. Charbonnet is there. Ezekiel Elliott, Jalen McLaughlin, um, Khalil Herbert, J.J. Dobson. These are all bench players. Algier for Tyler Algier, Bucky Irvin. Jalen Wright, I don't think he's going to be worth taking. All right, so let me go. Let me go back to my wide receivers. Somebody just took Jalen Warren too. Jameson?
Man, I don't know how you guys let Jalen Warren fall that far. Come on now.
No, 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 no.
I gotta recall.
Jalen Warren is no. Did I say Jalen Warren? No, I was like, did somebody take Jameson Williams? So I'm gonna take him, Jameson Williams, right there, and then I'm still up. It's still my pick, but my running back. I need a running back. Charbonnet, Ezekiel, Jaleel McLaughlin, Khalil Herbert. Whew. These are some nasty picks. Tyler Algier,
There.
huh?
Sounds like you're scraping the bottom of the barrel there.
It is late, but I need a back though. I need a back because all I got is Kenneth Walker and Mostert. That's the only running back I got. A wide receiver heavy. I need a running back. I'm at the bottom of the barrel. Ugh. Ugh. Ezekiel Elliott is projected to get the most yards out of these bums. Um, nobody thinks anything think he's back by whatsoever, but he's projected to get the most yards out of all these bums. These are bums here. All right, I take Ezekiel. He's gonna be my sheesh, definitely my trade bait. Definitely trade bait, but ugh, ugh, yuck, yuck. This is one pick I can't say I don't like. Charbonnet, you think Charbonnet? I don't know. I can't even go Charbonnet. Um, yeah, this is not a fun pick right here, fans. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna do Zeke though. Zeke at least his projections. I'm gonna have to come back and oh my goodness. I thought Chubb would still be there. Clearly I was wrong. Tyler Algier, I'll get you. I'll get you. Ty Chandler for the Vikings. Man. Oh, yeah, that running back core. Oof. That running back group is nasty. But I do have I am happy about my receiving core either. My receiving core is solid. I got a good quarterback, got a decent tight end. Um, just my running back team. Oh, I'll be hitting the waiver wire big in this league. 'Cause I'm not happy with none of these bumps. Um, Tyler Algier, I mean, he's always been surprisingly productive when you don't anticipate it. Um, I mean, um, wow. I'm not happy with my running back core. I'm not happy with my running back core, Cleveland. I can't imagine phew, I don't even have a cure for it at this point either. And I got to get a kicker or defense, so I don't really only have three more picks for my possession players. I better draft a quarterback. Is Caleb Williams still there? I better draft a quarterback just for trade bait. Because man, just for is Caleb still there? Oh no, Caleb is gone. Deshaun is still there. Russell's still. Yeah, no. Yep, all the quarterbacks are gone. Justin Herbert is still there. I'm taking Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
In a lot of draft, all my drafts, Justin Herbert has still been there. One draft, he didn't get drafted. All my drafts, he didn't get drafted.
Why? It's weird.
Cleveland, that is weird. You don't think that's weird?
No.
You really saying think he's no good?
People are
And
tired of
they
him. People are tired of all the talk. Oh, this and that, that and this. Nah, man, he's not that great. Or if he is, it doesn't translate into wins. And if it is, it doesn't translate into fantasy football success either. It's made him a
well,
very wealthy man, but it doesn't really help the rest of us out. So
well, um, I'm taking him. I'm taking him next round if he's still there. But I can't believe he's still there. I'm with you, Justin. I'm with you. You're on my team. People hating on Justin Herbert. I'm taking I'm taking him. Um, I mean, but he's down there with Baker Mayfield. Bryce Young is ahead of him. Justin Fields is ahead of him. Uh, like I mean, okay, Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Rodgers is still there. Tua Tagovailoa is still there. Yeah, this league doesn't take two receivers. Aaron Rodgers or two quarterbacks. This league does not take two quarterbacks. But he's gonna. I got to take him for trade bait. Like maybe one of you guys will want him. I mean, I sat on Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers MVP year. Who did I have? I had Aaron Rodgers and somebody else. I sat on Aaron Rodgers all season long trying to offer him trades. And this league does not. Uh, they don't take two quarterbacks. I picked Aaron Rodgers specifically for trade bait. I think it was his MVP year and sat on him the whole season long. So it was very interesting. But I mean, he's the best talent out there. Like Hollywood Brown is there. I don't need. Lab McConkey is still there. I don't need those players. Romeo Dobbs, like I need. I mean, Schultz wouldn't be a bad pick though. I need a running back. Is who I need. Zach Charbonnet right there, staring me in the face. Mike Williams. Have you talked to Mike Williams at all? Have you and Solid talked about Mike?
not really.
No, he's not part of the conversation.
I mean, we kind of gloss over that.
Oh, really? Oh, now all of a sudden you not. Boy, you can't. You sure came off Mike pretty tough, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's out there. You know,
Oh wow, you guys is cold over there because you had him coming in as like you had as much excitement for Mike Williams as Roman Doomsday a few years ago.
no, never,
No, oh you didn't?
no,
Come on now, I mean we could pull the tape. You was pretty high on Mike.
no, not really.
Oh, it was all a facade.
I didn't remember where Mike Williams went to college. Where did he go to school? I don't even
Oh,
know.
listen. Oh, all of a sudden now you don't. Not all of a sudden you know he didn't go. He was at Clemson. He won the national championship. He was at Clemson with Deshaun.
No, it's ages ago. So
So,
Martavis Bryant, man. So did DeAndre Hopkins. That's years ago. Man.
so you with everybody else talking about the game is past Debo Samuels, not Debo Samuels, Dabo Sweeney.
Yeah, it's
You
fast.
saying the game is past the by, or he just don't want to get in the transfer portal? He's. I mean,
Which is fine, but that just means you have to recruit really, 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 really well, and then you have to retain everyone for the entire length of their scholarship, which is
Coach K didn't want to go one and done either until he did it, right?
yeah.
Until he did it. All right, fans. So I'm not up for a minute. Where we at show in our show, Cleveland? Let me get back to our show. Um, NBA topics, Cleveland. Ivica Zubac signed a big deal, 3 year, 58 million for the Clippers. Now he's the longest Clipper, longest standing Clipper. Um what's your thoughts on Zubac signing a big deal?
I mean, get your money where you can,
Oh,
Zuby.
listen to you. Listen, remember you guys kicked him to the curb.
Playing a new arena, and think everybody gets their own Xbox in their locker room. So
Oh, ain't that something? Listen, listen to Cleveland. Just downplaying the arena, huh? Just downplaying Staples. That's what you're doing, or not Staples?
do it.
Into
Yeah, see, come on now.
it.
They are innovative thing. You don't even know the name of it.
um, T.J. McConnell signed a 4 year, 45 mil with the Pacers.
One of your glue guys. I like it. One of your.
Apparently they do too.
Mhm.
Apparently they do too.
One of your glue guys.
All right, so I'm gonna go. Let me see. I think I'm gonna go defense here. I got. I need a kicker defense, and I got 5 more picks left and 3 other players. I think I'm gonna go defense. I'm just gonna check and see who's the best available. Best available is Dalton Schultz. Um, so I'm gonna go defense, and I'm gonna go Justin Herbert for because these running backs. I do need a running back, but hopefully I can trade Herbert for a running back sometime this season. Tyrone Tracy, Kamani Vidal, Braylon Allen. Like, who are these guys? Who are these guys? Samadri Primo, Cam Akers. Like, ugh. Ugh. Um. So I'm gonna go. What did I say? I'm going defense. So I'm going Niners D. Niners or Baltimore's D. What you think? I'm going.
Niners.
I'm going Niners D right here. Niners defense. Okay. Now I'm going quarterback. I'm going just. I cannot believe I'm getting Justin Herbert in the 13th round. And I'm gonna say he's my trade bait, man. I need you to get me a better back, Justin. That's the whole plan with you. Better running back, Justin Herbert. Um, cause Ezekiel Elliott, I gotta give up Zeke and Justin, and maybe I need a third receiver to throw in that mix to actually entice somebody to give me something. Cause I know I'm gonna be searching for a running back. Who is at my third? Who's gonna be that third player? Josh Downs? No. Mitchell. Dude was over the weekend was hype on some Ananine Mitchell, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's been a real trendy pick.
That was like he was sounding like he was his grandson or something.
Yeah, I mean that's all you got to know. His name is Adonai Mitchell, and he plays for the Colts. And their
Jerry Jr.
one is Michael Pittman Jr. So that's not much of a one. So
Will what you call it? Do anything with the Cleveland Browns? Jerry Judy Jr. You expect anything out of him?
yeah, a little bit.
What about Jaheim Dotson going to the Eagles? You think anything? He just got picked. Judy just got picked right now.
No, I mean Jahan is number three at best. I mean probably four on that team. They
Who's
probably
the three? Who's the three?
AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and then they'll throw to the tight end probably more than they throw to John
Mm,
Johnson.
good point. Good point. Well, I mean, he's gonna be open though. He's gonna be open because they're the same concept you thinking with Rome is the same thing that's gonna happen to Dotson, right?
He should be able to beat the number three guy, the number three corner. But I mean, didn't he have that same chance at Washington? Almost.
No, he wasn't a number three. Like they were expecting him to be a stud, wasn't he? And then he was playing with a below average quarterback. I mean, Heineke was hopeful at best. Um, Jalen Polk, I know he doesn't have the best quarterback throwing to him, but do you expect anything to do with Jalen Polk?
I mean, not really. I mean, he's their best receiver, which is great and all, but I mean, he'll start out with Jacoby Brissett throwing to him, and then he'll switch over to Drake May throwing to him. So it's not like a huge, upgrade per se.
What is Gabe Davis going to do with Jacksonville? I mean, he still has a quality quarterback throwing to him. I mean, he's above average anyway. I know it's a drop back from Josh Allen, but he's a quality quarterback throwing to him. You think he can make any magic with the Sunshine Kid in Jacksonville?
I mean, not really. I mean, Christian Kirk is their one, and he'll be there too. I mean, he'll just be again the number two guy. So kind of
No.
depends. I don't put a whole lot of stock in what Gabe Davis is going to be able to do in Jacksonville.
So Jacoby Myers in the options: Jacoby Myers in Vegas, Mike Williams as a Jet, Josh Downs as a Colt, Mitchell as a Colt. Um, I'm thinking I'm gonna go. Who's this guy? Dontavion Wicks. Why they do this to the kid, Dontavion? Why you do that to your kid, man?
I'm not familiar with his work.
He's a receiver from what you call it, um, from the Packers.
Oh yeah, he's supposed to be the number two guy behind Christian Watson.
Is he? I thought they had Reed there. So Wicks might be a three guy because they do that. Josh Reed is it Josh Reed?
That's just been the talk that he could potentially have a breakout type of year. So I'm not 100% sure.
Hmm. Oh my goodness. So I need a kicker and then I got two other picks and I'm just looking at the best available. Um, Herbert is going to be. I need a receiver to tag with Herbert because the running Bucky Irvin. There's been a lot some talk about Bucky. Um, Kamani Vidal. And, I mean, this is the bottom of the barrel. Tank Bisbee. Tank look good. I just don't know if he'll get the carries. I like him in um, at Auburn. I don't know if he's gonna get any carries. Yeah, this receiving running back group is yuck. My running back group stinks. Um, the wide receiver. I'm just looking at all the players available. Dalton Schultz is still there. I might go Dalton Schultz as a backup tight end for Houston. I might go Dalton Schultz if he sticks around. He looks like the best available. Uh, and then I go kicker, and then whoever's available. But other than my running back core, man, I think I got a good team. I'm expecting a lot of you, Patrick. I got AJ Brown, Puka, Kenneth Walker, Raheem Mostert, Dallas Goddard, Zay Flowers, Rome, Williams. Williams might be my trade bait. Package him and Jay and Herbert for a running back. That might be my trade bait. Um, and then I get Schultz here. I gotta see. I gotta look at this team and see who needs a. Mo just talked to Justin Fields. Like, yeah, yeah, you're on the blocks, buddy. You got just. I know Justin Herbert gonna be better than Justin Fields. So I know that. Um, okay, we coming up, Cleveland. So NBA talk, man. Let's talk about these women, man. Caitlin Clark now leading the Fever to their first playoff game in like 9 seasons. What's your thoughts on Caitlin Clark? I mean, we've been talking about her. She gained the assist rookie record, right? Um, And the ultimate question is not only what do you think about her, but how this compares to Angel Reese and Asia Wilson. Like, what's your thoughts on Caitlin Clark?
She's been much better since they came back from the Olympics break, when she
So
averaged,
she had 3 weeks off.
yeah, I mean, which is averaging like 25 points a game now, still leading the league in assists. I think they've won like 5 straight games. So put all that rookie of the year talk to rest. Clearly, it's her. She's not playing at an AJ Wilson level. She went for 42 and 17 the other night. So I'm not going to, put her in that category. Angel Reese is still getting rebounds, hasn't translated to wins, so I don't think the Sky are going to make the playoffs. So um, I think going forward, we'll see what Caitlin can do in the playoffs. So, it's a good thing that she got him there, and it'll just be more eyeballs.
What do you think about Angel Reese wearing the Rodman jersey in the game where she set the WNBA rebound record?
Sure, that sounds cute. Yeah,
I mean, apropos, you gotta. I mean, show up in the Rodman jersey when you're doing your thing on the boards. Apropos, but you agree, Wilson, Asia Wilson is still having the best season. She's still having the MVP. She's the leader in the camp for MVP award, right?
for sure. Yeah.
Um. Okay, Cleveland. After my picks, we'll jump into this week in history. Um, and then we'll have. Before we get into that, while we're waiting, Cleveland, is it you back? Is it you back? Did you watch any college football over the weekend?
I did watch probably more than I should have, actually. I watched LSU USC. That was an interesting game. Kind of see where those two programs were. Kind of expected LSU to kind of mount those guys. They did not. I did watch part of the Miami Florida game. Florida's in some serious trouble. I did watch the Boston College Florida State game. Florida State is really in some trouble.
Wait. So we got to talk about Florida State. DJ, has he been the most overhyped player quarterback? DJ Ukulele. Um,
That's not his name, and don't try again. But yeah,
I mean, go ahead and say his name.
no, we're still with DJ.
Huh?
Yeah.
We're going
He's been the most disappointing transfer portal player, I think, in that we've seen to this point.
But I mean, even at his time at work, wasn't he at Clemson? Wasn't he?
Clemson. He was at I think he was at Oregon State for a minute. I mean, he's been all over the place.
Yeah, and he hasn't been good any place anywhere.
Not really.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say shame on him, but
I think this is his 5th year. Yeah, he's not good.
yeah, this has been a bad look for you, big bro. So yeah, he's gonna be in trouble in some kind of sense. Well, he's not gonna be in trouble. He already is in trouble, but at least he got some NIL money that he can, because he'll have to live off that. Maybe buy him a house before he becomes an Amazon driver or something. Because he has not been impressive. Daryl Deloach, I can't hear you, but what's up? What you got? Chime in. What you got? Get in the chat, Daryl. Thanks for tuning in too. By the way, we had SB, MJ, Boots. We ain't heard from Boots. And what you got, Daryl? Talk to us. Yeah, DJ has been kind of surprising at best. Um, what was the best? I should have had this drawn up, fans, but I was we got moving parts going tonight. Cleveland, did you see the interception? There was a hell of a catch and then a hell of an interception over the weekend that I thought was arguably player of the year material. I thought the interception was where dude jumped up and caught it one handed and just did a complete flip around before he hit the ground. What did you think was the what do you think was the best play of the weekend?
I'm probably gonna have to go with the Hunter catch in the end zone. Just the way he was able to contort his body and reach around dude and grab it from him.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh yeah, you're talking about Colorado University, where dude was basically uh, would have had the horse collar going out of bounds, and he was able to reach around dude and catch the ball. Like that, just to see the ball and be in position to catch the ball was impressive. All right, so I'm going Dalton Schultz right here. We'll get on your Eagles here in a sec. Dalton Schultz right there, and then it's my kick. I'm gonna take a kicker here. All players. Who's my kicker? Jason Sanders. Oh, Evan McPherson. I'll take him. I'm happy with Evan. Evan over Sanders. What you think?
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Evan, Sanders kicks in better weather, but Evan has a better leg. I think I'm going Evan. I'm happy with that one. So I only have one more pick in this draft, and like I say, I got Herbert and Williams is my Herbert, Elliott, and Williams is all for trade bait. So I'll just take the best available when it come back around. Whoever that may be. Right now, it's Jacoby Myers is the best available ahead of Kirk Cousins, Matthew Stafford, Pat Fryermuth. Yeah, a bunch of bones. So I'm pretty solid in my squad, except my running back. I'm gonna have to trade for a running back later in the season. What's good with your Eagles? The Eagles. I got the Eagles, man. If you wasn't with us earlier, I got the Eagles being one of the final four teams in the league, right? Let me see, just double checking. Yeah, I got final four, the Eagles, 49ers, Packers, and Lions. So I got the Eagles being one of the final four teams. I think the Eagles, I personally think the Eagles
As
are
well
going to
do
be
I,
able.
Daryl. As well do I. He tends to kind of jump on my bandwagon.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got the Eagles. Yeah. I mean they got a nice little core. They're solid, and I think they got a lot to prove from last year. Being falling off how they did the second half of the season, I think they got something to prove. So yeah, I think the Eagles is going to be solid. They're in the final four of the both of our picks this year. So the Eagles, you can be happy about the Eagles, and what they're doing this year. So fans, every year this show has been kind of shaking. I appreciate you guys for sticking with us through my fantasy football pick, and then obviously being on location, things ain't just flowing as they typically do. But I appreciate you guys sticking with us. We played our number game at the beginning of the show, Cleveland. Um, we do our this week in history. This week in history, uh, September 3, 1838. Dressed in sailor's uniform and carrying identification papers provided by a free black seaman, future abolitionist Frederick Douglass boards a train to Maryland on his way to freedom from slavery. So that was pretty dope. September 3rd, 1838. September 4th, 1958. Orville Fabus, governor of Arkansas, calls out the National Guard to prevent African American students from enrolling at Central High School. Orville Fabus. Um, September 9, 1957, white racists used dynamite to destroy uh, the new Haiti Cotton Elementary School in Nashville, Tennessee, that admitted one black student. Well, they didn't want us to learn big time back in the day. September 5th, 1960, Leopold Senghor, a poet, politician, and cultural theorist, is elected to as the first president of Senegal. He would hold the post for 20 years before retiring on the 31st of December 1980. September 6, 1960, Rayford Johnson, Cleveland, became the first African American to win the Olympic decathlon in 1960. Um, no, September 7, 1996, Cleveland. You know what happened that day? September 7, 1996.
I do not.
Tupac Shakur shot for the second time in Las Vegas. He would later die from these injuries. Um, September 9, 1968, Cleveland. You know what happened that day at the U.S. Open.
September 9th, U.S. Open. That would probably be Arthur Ashe winning his first win.
Yeah, Arthur Ashe defeats Thomas Okur of the Netherlands in the men's final at the U.S. Open to become the first African American male to win. October, when this, I got my dates mixed up. This was 2001 though. This should have been 2001. Um, September 8th, 2001. These two sisters competed for first and second place in the finals of the U.S. Open, making the occasion the first time African Americans had competed against each other for the Grand Slam. You know who that is, right?
Be the Williams sisters, Venus and Serena.
Venus and Serena. That's right. So that's our This Week in History, Cleveland. We started talking about our miscellaneous topics. Are you excited for the 12-team college football playoffs?
Not really. I think it's a few too many teams, but the one part that I do like is it's a home game for the higher seed. That's kind of interesting.
Well, repeat that. I'm sorry.
I said the one thing that I do like is that it's a home game for the higher seed, so that should be kind of interesting to see, especially considering that a lot of these teams don't play. Well, none of them play in dome stadiums for the most part, so it could be bitterly cold in some places and could be unseasonably warm in others. So we shall see.
Gotcha. What you saying? Are there any great players overall anytime soon with Americans soon with internet connection? I don't understand the question, sir. Do you understand the question, Cleveland?
No, I didn't really fully follow that.
Yeah, I understand that question, boss. Are you interested in Canelo Alvarez? That fight is not this weekend, but next weekend.
No, he's superior to
Berlanga,
and yeah, Berlanga's outmatched, and
Berlanga
he had heavy hands in the beginning, and he had a little bit of success against less than superior opponents, and now he's finally going to fight someone that's a champion. It's not going to be a good look. So another hand-picked victim for Canelo.
Well, I wouldn't say hand-picked. He picked him, but Berlanga says he has more IQ than anybody Canelo has fought in the past. He
has
more IQ.
We all know that's not true. So
I mean, you got to take the man at his word for what he's saying, don't you?
No, not really. He's just talking.
he's talking a lot of stuff, man. He's talking so much stuff that I'd actually have more confidence in him if he would just not say anything, right? Just don't say anything on mic. We'll see what happens September 14th. If he just said that, I'd be more confident in him than all this junk he's talking right now. Like Canelo never fought anybody. I got more Q than anybody in the ring. I'm the toughest guy he's ever faced. Blah 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 blah. He's talking a lot of junk, bro. And it's just he's talking so much junk that you just have to say, dude, come on, really? Like but it's going to be a spectacle, and I consider going to the fight because it's going to be Puerto Rican versus Mexican. The scenery in there is going to be amazing. But it just, I expect it to be over in 6 rounds. Basically, overseas people can see American sports. Yes, you're right. Overseas people. Are you overseas, Daryl? Where you watching from? Where you tuning in from, man? We appreciate you for tuning in, man. I give you a round of applause if I had my soundboard right now. But thanks for tuning in, Daryl. Yes, overseas, and we're proud about that. That's the internet has made the world a much smaller place. YouTube has made allowed us to be on this platform and then reach out to touch many people, allowed you to enjoy this show. I appreciate it, David. So make sure you tell the world over there, wherever you are, about the Voice of the Fans podcast. and how I dominate Cleveland throughout the season. Just make sure
But
you
we're gonna get
follow
at
that.
it, Daryl. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be brutal.
Yeah, we'll make sure you're here to follow it, Daryl, and then you can see for yourself because it won't take long to for the cream to rise to the top, Daryl. So thank you again for tuning in, fans. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. But Cleveland, I need to know. We can't do the Mariners minute. Why Cleveland? Why can't we talk about the Mariners no more?
We probably actually could, Cameron. I'm just tired of talking about them because they're a disappointment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? I've been trying to say this all season long. I mean, so can O'Day schedule some time at T-Mobile? Can Garfield schedule some time at T-Mobile
I
this
mean,
in April?
we'll have to see how the exit interviews go with regards to general managers and presidents and whether ownership wants to go in a different direction and do something else with their billions and sell to someone that's really willing to spend. So
Um, who is having a better season? Shohei and who's approaching 50-50, which has never been done before, or Aaron Judge, who's leading the American League in home runs?
it's an interesting question because Judge is actually leading in home runs and RBIs, and he's second in batting, close to the Triple Crown. But I think the 50-50 is a little bit more impressive, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, look at some a little shot of impartiality right there. I'd give you a round of applause if I had my soundboard, Cleveland, because you've been hating on Shohei for the last 3 seasons, and the fans are really sick of it. I've been getting note. Um, so I can't turn your mic on. Like you'd have to be. We appreciate you for tuning in from New York and Philly, the Northeast. We appreciate you for tuning in. I can't just turn your mic on because you'd be chiming in. You imagine what that would be like. Everybody just chiming in when they want to. But we appreciate the feedback. If you want to be a part of the show, man, send us a link, and I might let you be a part of the show. Send us an email. You can reach us at underscore voice of the fans on Twitter, at underscore voice of the fans on Twitter. We certainly appreciate you for being a part of the show, though. I'll let your comments be read and heard. So Shohei Ohtani, you finally give Shohei some props, man. I appreciate that. And baseball fans actually appreciate your impartiality with that comment because they know how you've been hating on them for most of the last 3 seasons. What's been the turning? Clipson getting 44 like right after the All-Star game. Has that been the turning factor for you?
No, I mean it was an either or question, and again, 50-50 can't be ignored. So that's pretty huge.
Yeah, and I love hearing that because I won't let you ignore it. You know that, right, buddy? You know that, right, buddy? Roll.
Oh yeah, you've been riding with the gambler for a long time. So
And see, you got to get that straight, man. I wish you would actually get that part correct as well. He hasn't.
that's
He's
already
been.
that's already been settled. Just like
He's already been determined that he's not a gambler. It's already been determined that somebody was using his information.
criminal
Is
activity swept under the rug. Somebody took the fall for it. It's fine.
you you're losing credibility, man. As soon as I try to give you something, you're losing the credibility because it's already known that it's been determined he was found innocent of any illegal activities, and but you keep wanting to put it on him, man. The baseball fans don't appreciate that, Cleveland.
Yeah. The interpreter that knows all his bank accounts. Yeah.
Again, when you're as good as a player as Shohei Ohtani is, you spend a lot of time training and practice. I thought I explained this to you at the beginning of the season.
I don't know why you're rehashing all this. I already gave your guy as much credit as I'm gonna give him. So you might as well just take that and be happy with that.
You guys hear this hatred? I hear a lot of hatred in your voice. So, fans, again, thank you guys for tuning into the Voice of the Fans podcast. Like we've been doing this for a lot of time now. You guys get a chance to follow us now that football season is started. You get a chance to follow our picks throughout the season, so you can see who's actually has the better football knowledge and a better ability to make the picks because Cleveland is going to steer you wrong. So you get a chance to follow that, and please follow that. If you have any feedback for the show, comments or complaints, hit us up at underscore voice of the fans at underscore voice of the fans to let your voice be heard. You want to be a part of the show? That's your way to be a part of the show. Hit us up at us underscore voice of the fans on Twitter. Um, and Yeah, this is like the new dream team, Daryl. That's right, like the new dream team, and we're over here educating sports fans. So yeah, we appreciate you for being part of the show, man. Fans, so we start the show off as I mentioned earlier. We play our numbers game, as you guys know at the beginning of the show. We give you some history lessons with this week in history, but then we end the show with a quote. I want to leave you guys with this quote to kind of just carry you guys, inspire you guys throughout the rest of the week. And the quote I have for you today is: "Confidence is a lot in this game, or any game. If you don't think you can, you won't." That's from the logo, Jerry West. Once again, Cleveland, confidence is a lot of this game, or any game. If you think you don't, if you don't think you can, you won't. Let me repeat that one more time for the fans in the back. Confidence is a lot of this game, or any game. If you don't think you can, you won't. And that's from the logo, Jerry West. Speaking confidence and try to breathe confidence into everybody who plays any kind of sport and anything you do. You got to have confidence with what you do, Cleveland. If you don't have confidence with your picks, Cleveland, even though they're wrong, you're not gonna win. I mean, we know you're not gonna win. It's not because you're lack of confidence. It's just I make better picks than you. But you got to have the confidence to make the picks and to try. And so that's with anything, everybody. Have the confidence to do it. If you don't think you can, you won't. So you guys go out there and be confident in what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to accomplish on a daily basis, and then so we all can become winners. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in to the Voice of the Fans podcast. Thank you guys for dealing with me and my fantasy draft tonight. I'll let you guys know how this season goes, and I'll let you know when I make that draft, when I make that trade with Justin Herbert and probably
Yeah,
James.
and don't forget that he actually has an actual Voice of the Fans league that he is participating in. So no one really needs to necessarily hear about your other league. Thanks for letting us be a part of your draft process. But yeah, we focus on the Voice of the Fans for the fantasy football league here. So
What just for smiles and
other league, nobody really cares.
just for smiles and grins. What grade did you get on our Voice of the Fans draft? Do you recall?
I don't remember what Yahoo gave me. It doesn't matter.
I mean, Yahoo they conduct a draft or they house a draft, so their feedback is pretty astute.
That's fine. I mean,
I think it was below sea level. Let's put it like that, below sea level. And mine, of course, was a B plus, drafting with the number 10 spot. So I managed to. So I think I'll probably pull out a pretty high grade here, if they ignore my running back position. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys informed because I know you're curious as to what my squad is able to do here. Cleveland, thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning into the Voice of the Fans podcast. Thank you guys for being in the show, and as always, thank you for making our voice your choice.